All right, all right. Oh man, I was not expecting this. How you guys doing? It's your favorite rapper, Foolsy on Tony. I was just working out some of the kinks. Since I'm dual live streaming on Twitch and on YouTube, hopefully it's able to work out. For the most part, it seems all right, but yeah, I think we're just gonna continue on. So I'm gonna do a bit of reactions, and I know I might have seen that I come out like a bit late, but the reason is because I gotta work late at my job. Sometimes I got like a lot of work to just catch up to, and I gotta do the gym because we're not gonna be like L3 and not get some physical activity at least. So yeah, I think that's we're gonna start now, and yeah, we're just gonna react to this new Tub video. Tub actually released this one with Moist Critical, or as you guys might know him as Penguin Zero. You guys might notice that I pretty much react to his videos, and I just like his videos a lot. And the fact that he's in Florida just makes me proud, dude. All right, without a further ado. Oh, and Tub, how could I forget Tub? He makes like a lot of the documentary research videos where he talks about like a lot of gruesome and more morbid subject matters, whether it be like true crime, horror movies, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's always good. Oh snap! Hold on, I want to be on my Twitch. Let's see. Yeah, let me just work on my Twitch right now. Like, this is new to me, like going on Twitch as well, doing like the duel. It's like something else, dude. But yeah, we're gonna do some like shameless reactions. I think that's what I'm gonna title it as. At least I'm being honest with you guys. Oh, that's dope. I like that. All right. Without a further ado, we're just gonna continue on.
I'm gonna be one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform one day, bro.
I believe it. I mean,
So you're probably wondering how I got here. Well, let's take a trip down memory lane. On August 18th, 2021, I had 85,000 subscribers and put out a video titled The Darkest TikTok Iceberg. This gave me my first big push as a YouTuber until this day is my most viewed video. I went on and completed the series with 2 more episodes, and these videos really mean a lot to the channel as they completely changed the trajectory of my content for the better. I was able to finally find a footing in what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and that's become a YouTuber slash content creator. 5 months later,
I'll be honest with you. When I was like around like middle school and high school, like the beginning of high school, that is, I wanted to be a YouTuber as well. Like even Savage Mac was like looking at my older vlogs and just like making content out of that. But yeah, I pretty much wanted to. I just like entertaining. I don't know what it is, but since I was a scrub, when I was a young scrub. Yeah, I was just like I just like entertaining. My earliest like I guess moment would be like how TikTok does a lot of the lip syncing and dancing. Like I like to do that when I was younger. That was like my thing to do all the time, just to like lip sync and dance to like music. And it was like a variety of different music. Like I remember like the Fallout Boy Michael Jackson cover. Oh man, those were the times. But yeah, I'm still happy I'm able to fulfill my dreams, of being able to stream as when I was younger, I didn't have the equipment it wasn't accessible to me as it is now, so I'm really happy about that.
A beautiful man by the name of Charlie, aka Critical, reacted to the video on his Twitch stream in front of thousands of people. I may have freaked out.
Darkest TikTok iceberg.
Oh!
People keep asking for that.
Oh my god! Oh!
Bro, if Charlie ever like finds my channel, I'm gonna lose it too. I'm gonna be real.
Yo!
And to my surprise, he uploaded onto his own channel, which now has 7.5 million views. We became good friends, and I asked him if whenever I hit 1 million subscribers, if we could film together and come back full circle. So, I am proud to announce that this is the final 1 million subscribers special. Thank you guys so much for 1 million subscribers. I know we're a little bit late, about 300,000 subscribers late, but from the
Bro got some J's on the back. I just noticed that. And some Yeezys. Those gotta be some Air Forces. They gotta be
bottom of
some
my
Air
heart,
Forces.
thank you guys so much. I know this sentence is gonna sound funny, but I would be nothing without you guys. Literally. You guys make me the YouTuber that I am. I'll never stop thanking you guys. Thank you guys for giving me...
I feel the same way of whoever comes and just watch, because I know retention and just trying to get attention is hard enough. So whoever like sticks by, man, I'm happy you're here.
a purpose. So make sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
4:33 a.m. August 16th, 2022. I'm gonna meet Critical. This is insane. I haven't fully processed it yet. I have to take a big poop. A year ago today, I was just a fucking kid. I mean, I still am a kid. I mean, I'm 20, but I feel like a fucking...
I'm just gonna throw this out. You know, when I get like the chance, if I ever get the chance, you know, to meet Critical, oh man, we're gonna make some crazy videos. I could already imagine. And like I said, he's not that far from where I live.
I feel like a kid, bruh. I feel like I'm just going, like, I don't know. A year ago today, I had just uploaded the darkest TikTok iceberg. Almost a year ago today. In 2 days, it'll be 2 years. So 362 days ago? Bro, I swear to fuck, I feel like a normal fucking person. And I want to stay like that. I just feel like I'm fucking... I worked hard to blow up. I'm doing it. Got my achievements on the wall. Soon, Overdose is gonna be there. 1 million streams for Overdose. I'm gonna hug Charlie, bro. I'm gonna hug him.
Alright guys, just got to the airport. We've never done this before, bro. Never. Neither of us have. Alright guys, just landed at Tampa, Florida. Do you guys know Chick-fil-A sells breakfast? About to try it. Taste test. Bro, I knocked the fuck out on the plane. I knocked the fuck out. It was good. Of course I had to fucking shit. Whole time I had to shit. Stomach was fucking grumbling. Is that a word? No, it's not. Look at this, guys. I'm walking backwards right now.
Thank you for visiting the Tampa Bay region. And to our residents, welcome home. We are...
Grammarly adds confidence, so you don't undermine your message. And offers rewrites, so your ideas come through clearly.
Oh my god.
Try Grammarly today. It's the blue button, right there.
I'm gonna take it from here.
Look at how fucking tall the shower head is. Proving the theory that I am in fact 4'9". That is a regular size. Alright, I don't know, bro. I'm happy. I'm happy, bro. I feel good. We are at our hotel at beautiful Busch Gardens. What a funny name, right? Busch Gardens. We've been making jokes about that one. But it was so difficult to sleep last night. I mean, how are you gonna have an easy sleep knowing you're gonna meet Critical, bro? So I slept like 5 hours. It could have been better, but pretty good. So let's talk about what we're gonna do in this video. So obviously, this is the final 1 million subscribers special. We're gonna be celebrating by making a 1 million subscribers cake. There's a twist to it. We're gonna put hot sauce in it. Why? Funny. That's it. It's funny. And the mini fridge here is where I placed the world's hottest chocolate bars. I got 3 of them. I bought them like months ago, bro, like in April. If you guys are OGs of the channel, which I don't know if a lot of you guys are, but hopefully a lot of you guys are. But I did eat the world's hottest chocolate bar when I celebrated, I think, 7,000 subscribers. Like, it was a number like that. It's hot! Holy shit, I'll never forget that experience. It's genuinely hot. Like, I don't know if that's a record-breaking fucking chocolate. It probably is. That shit is fucking hot. Hey, what y'all think about the outfit, though? So, like, I gotta make sure I look cute. I gotta make sure I look cute. What y'all talking about? But yeah, we got Earl. You already know. We got the green cargo pants, and we got my default shoes. I call these defaults because you can wear them with anything. I also am planning on giving Charlie a few gifts. So let's see what I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him 3 DVDs. Why? Because I want to. I love him. Norm of the North on DVD, sealed. Why? He mentioned in one of his newer videos that he hasn't seen it yet, so I got your DVD, Charlie. No excuses now. You better watch Norm of the North. We also got Mars Needs Moms, a fucking horrible film. And I also got him one, Spirited Away, which is one of my personal
I like
favorite
that
movies.
one.
This is not a joke one. This is genuinely like I want.
Dude, I used to rent that movie from the library like crazy and watch it.
He's probably seen it. Hey, shout out No Face. But yeah, so I got him 3 gifts already, and I also got him an Earl care package. Look at that, amazing. He's gonna keep the tote bag. Everything is made by us at the Earl team. Look at that, embroidered, amazing. This is a newer drop. This is part of the summer drop. Everything he has here is like the normal OG stuff. You guys will see later when I gift it to him. But to get a little preview, sucks. Alright guys, make sure to use code CAKE for 30% off anything at earldoesn'texist.com. We have our final, and I think best, drop already out by the time this video comes out. After that, the store will reset. So everything is rare. Everything is rare. Make sure to use code CAKE. Only you guys know about this. Alright, code CAKE. I also got the most special gift, I think. Actually, there's this gift after this, but it's not physical. I'll let you guys know right after I explain this one. But I got him this award. This award is presented to Moist Critical for being King Goatsy from Birdie. It's a play on words because it's a goat. And if you guys know the famous image Goatsy, don't look it up. I can't show it in this video, but he talks about Goatsy a lot in his videos. It's like one of his...
Who's Goatsy? I'm gonna look it up on my phone because I know I can't show it on computer, like during live as well. Oh God, what is that? Oh Lord. Oh man. Yeah, I cannot show that to you guys. Like, goodness sake. They even got the Ghostbusters? Oh my Lord. I can't show you guys.
His like Goatsy jokes. So, and we had a little inside joke on our first Discord call. I don't know if that first Discord call that we ever had, if he remembers it. I remember it. I'm never gonna forget that fucking Discord call when he, wow, that was insane. Now I'm here, like now we're here, this is insane. The final gift I have is I want to take out a piece of paper, they probably have a piece of paper at the warehouse, and I want him to draw a penguin on an iceberg, because, first of all, his name is Penguin Zero, and iceberg, I mean, the darkest TikTok iceberg, that video means a lot to the channel, he reacted to it, you saw the intro. You guys wanna know something funny? It's August 18th, today. A year ago today, I uploaded the darkest TikTok iceberg. 85,000 subscribers. 1 year later, I'm at 1.3 million and I'm gonna meet Charlie. Like, this is fucking awesome. So thank you guys so much. I said thank you a lot. I know I said a lot in the intro, but thank you guys so much. Like, we're about to head out in like 30 minutes now. It looks so fucking ugly. Whipping my cake. Whipping my cake. Whipping my cake. I like these videos because like you guys get to see my personality. Oh, it's so fucking cool. I want to charge my cameraman to record our first interaction. So like right when I meet Charlie, right when I meet him, we're gonna record a little bit and then we're gonna start recording. I don't want to be that dude that just records everything. But yeah, so I really want to get our first interaction ever on video. So hopefully we cut to that. See you guys later.
I feel like it's the first day of school, or I'm as nervous as the first day of school, or like a first date. But this is more than a first date. Like, fuck a girl that I'm a date. Like, this is way more important. Easily. What are you talking about?
Shout out to them pills, cause they make me feel at home. Too much in my nose, and I might overdose. There's no point in talking now, cause they will never know. I pull up at the show, I'm feeling like a ghost. Funny feeling in my tummy, feel like
W. That's a W song. Oh my God.
Oh my God, bro.
Wait, who looked at that?
No fucking way, no fucking way, no fucking way, no fucking way. Yo, we're not gonna put your car on the video. Charlie, yo.
Wait, does that say G Fuel? So his warehouse has like G Fuel? Oh, it's Charles, bro.
Bro, it's all right, of course, bro. You didn't have to wait outside. I know, but we wanted that shot.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video.
Oh,
Today we're going to be
Jesus.
making the hottest cake
Oh my
in the
God.
world. And I'm here with a little YouTuber, small YouTuber, 300 subscribers?
Somewhere in there. Hey guys.
Somewhere around there.
I hope to get as big as Tub one day with the dark rise to fame, so we're working on it.
Yeah, maybe it'll happen.
Yeah, it's got to be a real dark rise.
We're in my warehouse, we're in my kitchen right now. We're about to eat something so good. Your mouth gonna be watering by the end of this video, alright? What's step one to make a cake? I really don't know, bro.
Yeah, so this is Matt's area of expertise here.
I love it's just gonna be a shit cake. You guys are just gonna blame me for it.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, when you said you didn't know how to make a cake and Charlie said my crew does.
Yeah.
It's because we know the bare basics of cooking.
Which is all you need.
Yeah.
Here, you can show them the world's hottest chocolate we'll be
We
using
also
now.
I bought the world's hottest chocolate bars. These have 9 million Scoville units each, and we're gonna use all of them, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna use all of them, and we're gonna see if we die or not. You guys, how much milk do you have?
Yeah.
know that we have any.
I was going to say, I think we have ice cream.
Ask Kate. If we have ice cream, it is from the same charity stream last time we got ice cream.
No way.
All right, guys, we're gonna raw dog this, no milk mode.
No,
Oh
we're
God,
not.
he really went. Oh God,
That's not what we're doing.
Susan, do not age
I'm gonna ask
restrict
Caleb to go
this,
grab
please,
some.
Susan, please.
This is probably not
Susan,
safe.
I
It
beg
doesn't seem
you.
like it.
We do have sour cream.
Yeah, we could just start huffing sour cream.
Sour cream in the cake? Is that what we're gonna do?
Vaping was just constantly veering me towards destruction.
It affected my schoolwork,
My will to be healthy.
my self-worth. I was so addicted.
Yeah, we're gonna speed that up a bit.
Dude? Is that?
I don't think
We can. It does make it moist.
Can you ask Caleb to just real quickly run and get some ice cream, some Bluebell?
Alright, so we're gonna start by mixing the dry ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with flour.
Is that the all-purpose
Amazing.
flour?
That is.
Yes, it
Can we
is.
keep it here? I don't know.
Two
We
and a half, 2 1/3 cups, however you want to measure that.
All right, 2 1/3,
Let's see.
1 cup. So that's 1 cup.
yeah, I think it's okay where it is now.
Oh, I do it twice. Okay. I was waiting for like when it goes up to 2. I'm stupid.
See, that's the part of cooking you don't see.
Just doing that, you want to get
The sugar?
1.5 cups of sugar roller?
Yeah. Can I, to do what?
To what?
That was mine. I'm sorry.
Okay,
This is the silliest idea. I'm so excited to see you guys die.
I know, bro, but there's no milk.
What? Oh no.
That's a lot of sugar.
Is a cake. Wait. We want it precise. See how you haven't actually filled it up?
Yes, I see that, Matt.
How much was it? 2 1/3? Is that
2 1/3, yep.
Okay.
Good teamwork. All right, what's next?
What do they do?
Give that a little mix.
You want to mix it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, really beat the devil out of it.
Wow, sorry for spilling. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, it's all right.
As I said, baking is precise.
Yeah, which...
Nah, bro, I don't even be baking like that. Who bakes, bro? I'm sorry. For anyone who bakes at home, I'm sorry.
You mean anybody at home? I'm over here helping you bake.
No, I'm saying the viewers, because I just dissed everyone that
That's
bakes.
fair. We care about their feelings, not mine.
Yeah, Matt.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Matt.
So now we're going to get baking soda and baking powder thrown in there.
You want to do the soda or the powder? What are you feeling?
I'm just sorry.
There you go.
All right, we need half a teaspoon of baking soda.
Teaspoons.
I think you're having a war flash.
You don't know what I've been through with baking powder. What did you
2
say?
teaspoons baking powder.
2 teaspoons. These are tablespoons.
Gotta go over there.
It was nice. It was dry, but I made it through. Can we add salt? Like just a shitload of salt?
Yeah, that's what I want, a salty cake.
Yeah.
Half a teaspoon of salt. Not a shitload of salt, but
Oh.
it's your cake.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, Matt's just giving
Right.
suggestions.
But this is your journey. I highly suggest half a teaspoon.
No, I am gonna do that. This is gonna kill us already. I don't want to. No.
We at least want it to taste good while it's hurt.
Imagine
Yeah.
the saltiest chocolate of your life. Jesus Christ.
I love how every cooking video is just Matt being like more passive aggressive.
So it's 27 million Scoville units in total, guys. That is baby numbers.
Yeah, that's rookie stuff, really.
This butter needs to be softened.
You like put it in the palm of your hand and
Yeah,
friction.
you need
Oh, really?
a stick of butter. Yeah, you just kind of mush it around, get a little
Do a
room.
little beating.
Yeah.
Surely there's like a real way of doing this, right?
Well, you can do it a little in the microwave, but the problem is if you go a few seconds over, it's
Yeah.
You just want room temp.
Exactly.
Is Matt wearing a hat on top of a hat? Genius.
You gotta reach that equilibrium.
Yeah.
Equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium. Shout out Miss Anush, physics class. I failed that class too. I had summer school for that.
I never took physics class. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, never in my life.
A lot, actually.
I disagree. I'm so good at physics.
Which part of physics is your favorite?
Probably when Isaac Newton discovered gravity. How squishy is yours? Yeah, we might need the microwave. Do you do that with the paper on?
Yeah, that's fine.
According to Terrence Howard, gravity doesn't exist. And how do magnets work?
Cool.
Okay.
It's the worst that can happen.
I would have suggested like a little bowl, but I mean, you're the sous chef, you know.
Bro, I went to the Orange County Fair and they were selling fried butter. Isn't that fucking crazy?
That sounds about right.
Fried butter.
Yeah. Have you had fried ice cream?
No, I saw that too. I was like, how the fuck do you even do that?
Yeah, it's evil magic.
Bruh, oh man, fried ice cream is good, but it gets you like hella thick at the same time. It's like, oh my god, it's literally a guilty pleasure because, you know, it's so good, it's so bad.
I tried fried Oreos though.
Those are good actually.
I give them a 5 out of 10. I think they could have been better because they just tasted like bread.
Yeah, I guess, but it's the cream that works really well with them. It's not so much like the actual cookie itself, it's just the cream that gets nice when it's fried.
Those bad boys are room temp and soft now.
Awesome.
Oh, yes.
All right, so toss both those bad boys in the mixer. So I'm going to guess which apparatus would you like on it?
Let's get Freaky. Let's use them.
That one is pretty wacky.
Yes. I wash my hands, don't worry guys.
Perfect.
Wow. So I have to wash those. Yeah, thank you. You guys are amazing hosts.
Now you want half a cup of oil.
This is all you. This is a very important step.
All right, awesome. This is all just promotion for my new single, Overdose, guys. New single coming out soon, Hyperpop.
Too much in my nose, and I might overdose.
Wait, what do we do? I was distracted by my ad.
Oh, fuck. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's over there.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Look.
Isn't Hyper Pop more like those bubble gum kind of synthesizers though? I mean, I know Hyper Pop is like an umbrella term, but I think that's what Hyper Pop is. Kind of like what Trippie Redd is doing.
Look at that steady pour, too. You don't want to overwhelm the wet ingredients. You don't want to scare them.
I always go to butter, bro. She's chilling in there. Wait, why is there one? Why are the other one?
Nope.
It melted.
Oh, wow. Damn, you can really talk about physics. Shit.
1 full cup of buttermilk, and then a tablespoon of vanilla extract. You want to do the vanilla? We'll let you do the buttermilk.
Buttermilk. What is that? What is buttermilk?
You know, have you ever made butter?
No, what? No. Is that like common? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Make butter?
How do you get butter?
How do people not know buttermilk, bro? How do you not know buttermilk?
Hey, at the store. All right, she goes in here, right?
Yep.
Gotta close up on this one.
Wow. What do they call the top of those things?
This gives me like PTSD when I was working like in food service. Goodness sake.
I want to say meniscus.
I'm gonna get a view of it going in.
I actually think it is the meniscus.
Yeah.
I think you're right. That sounds familiar. I was gonna. Oh boy.
Bubble, like when you use a beaker or a graduated cylinder, you know, you get that. Well, just one little.
Oh, listen
Matt,
to that.
what is-
Sounds.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do it all at once.
Don't
Right?
overload it.
Yeah.
Bring her in gently.
Yeah, I got like a smooth landing.
Wow. That is almost all of it. I thought you were going to stop.
Oh.
I thought that's what you meant.
No, I just meant it wasn't gonna.
Pour it all on this side?
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, look at that, expertly done.
We're turn it up all the way. Is it gonna, like, is it gonna... That's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I think we're done. You finish her off. Right?
This is just a tough angle to work with.
Yeah. You're making it look easy. This seems like an improper ratio.
Ratio.
Oh no, it got ratio.
Wow. She's dusty.
It got
Dude, it smells
ratio.
like death. I'll let you smell it. I'll let you guys smell it. It smells horrible. Well, you gotta... No. I mean, maybe you can smell it through the...
I can still smell it now.
Oh, fuck. It reminds me, bro. I've done this twice, and it's just... No, it's bad. It's scary.
Oh, she's strong.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a huff. Fuck. Oh, reminds me of the good days. The 5K subs days.
You did this for 5K
I did it
subs?
for, I think, 7 or 8K.
Holy
I was
shit.
just like, come on.
That's such a random number to do.
I was celebrating every...
So, tell me about your bond.
Yeah, she's the first one to email me on my birthday.
$1K. I was so excited.
My 8,000. And 400 subscribers.
So the actual challenge that they promote, that Bat19 promotes, is you're supposed to, since there's, how many, well, there's squares right here, right? You're supposed to break them off, and every minute you take more without water. Or without milk. And you can see, like, up until you make it. Theoretically, you win, but no one fucking does that.
And then do you guys want the cake to be colored? I think we have food color.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
What color do you want it?
Let's do green.
Pink
We
sauce.
can offer you purple, neon green.
Pink
orange,
sauce.
Purple, neon green, orange, or neon pink. We use that for pink sauce.
Oh! I swear I didn't watch this video. That was just something I just blurted out.
Green, because I was like, today's the 1 year anniversary of the darkest TikTok iceberg. My hair was literally neon green.
Yeah, go throw some.
Yeah, put green in there.
All right.
That's great.
Oh wow, why didn't it make that sound?
Yeah, that's me last year. Yeah. We're killing 2021 sub. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Yep, that's looking good. Oh, wow, that's like Nickelodeon slime time.
Oh. There you go.
It can't be worse than the paste, right? No, there's no way.
We could get some of the paste.
I don't want to do the paste.
The frosting on the top.
No, you don't want that on top. That's just not fit for human consumption.
Bro, freaking Charlie.
Some of these bites are going to be fun.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Going to give these.
I will never tell you if I didn't get chocolate. I'll just act. Oh, ouch. Oh, it's so hot.
Bro, if I don't fucking cry by the end of this, I gotta eat something else.
God. That is crazy.
Hot sauce, huh?
I
want to cry for my video.
We got some hot as shit, man.
Shout out to Crinkle Subs.
Oh, it's kind of looking nice, actually.
It looks like mint ice cream.
Yeah.
Do you like that ice cream?
I do.
You do? I don't think I've ever tried it.
It's pretty good. This will be good. I haven't had spicy stuff in a little while. This will be good.
We've got frosting to go on top.
Do we have frosting?
We do.
You got it right. Happy 300 subscribers, Christian. This looks nice. I'm gonna take a picture of it from my Instagram. Wait, you just uploaded 7 minutes ago?
Yeah, I scheduled it.
That's so funny.
You already said you went to the bathroom. You just record.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Fortnite 2022.
They're almost done baking.
Guys, if you have watched that video, Fortnite 2022, just make the comments all, I'm here from Tubbs video. On his video. Please.
There we go. That's when we do that supercut. You zoom in, and then boom, the oven opens, and it's got 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Okay, that's not bad.
So what will the stretch thumbnail be for this video?
Probably
Put on
probably crying. I already know.
Oh yeah, you crying? Mr. Charlie, Mr. Penguin Zero. I have this funny meme I want to show you.
Alright,
let me look for it. Hold up.
These are just pictures of my face.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Let me get to it. Hold up.
These are a lot of pictures of my face.
Oh, we're almost there.
Oh, this is the meme. What is that even from?
I don't know. I looked up critical on Google and I just found that.
That's just an actual random moment from a video, I think.
Oh my god. Bro, I remember like when Facebook like somebody like photoshopped his head on Jesus and Facebook actually thought he was Jesus and you're like, "Oh, it's Jesus." Oh man. And he didn't really bash on them. He was like it was wholesome, and to be honest, it actually was wholesome. And then someone's like, "Wait, that's not Jesus, that's a model." Oh my lord. But that's still a compliment.
Jesus Christ, not even a cool
Dude, at some point when I was screenshotting it, it got the Postmates order in there. Priority.
You just dox yourself.
No, there's. Oh my god, that's crazy. Look, Charles.
Ooh.
Yo.
That's a good omen.
Right now, I'm about to give Mr. Charlie some beautiful gifts. These are 3 out of 5 or 6. I don't remember how much exactly I got or how many I got.
I already know it's gonna be something like super memey, I think.
Yeah,
just more pictures of my face.
Right. No, it's not. It's sort of like it's good. It's cute.
All right.
Well, all of them have meaning. All of them.
I saw a CD in there.
Hey.
Bro, his warehouse looks hella cool. Like I remember when G Fuel helped him buy it. Wow.
DVD. Chill. Respect it. I got you 3. I'm gonna pull one out. All right. Y'all can see first. All right. Got you.
Oh, that's so adorable.
On
oh
DVD.
my god. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
this is sealed too.
It's sealed, bro.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I heard you didn't watch it. So a little birdie told me.
If you give me Norma the North, you better bring the sequel too, or I'm not watching.
It's a pun on my own name that you need to watch it. So
the Twitter account goes so hard.
There's a Twitter account for Norman North.
That's the only reason I know Norman the North.
Yeah,
the Twitter account's like
it just came back, right?
Yeah, anyone Norman their North right now or some shit like that. Like the guy's unhinged.
There's 2 more DVDs left. We got you the most
Unhinged, my dude.
movie of all time.
That's the mummy. Oh.
Mars Needs Moms.
Let's go, another big banger.
Exactly, sealed.
Oh my god. I was looking at I don't know if you guys know Bionic Pig. He was reviewing that movie, and oh god, it's kind of creepy because like the way they make the love interest is something else.
This one was the movie award winner.
I got a special plug for movies. So if you ever need to see a movie, let me know.
Like a shutdown blockbuster.
So he's the plug?
I got one more DVD. This one's not a meme. This is just like
a good one.
Yeah, it's an amazing one. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption. Oh, wait, that's actually
Spirited Away.
Yeah,
the best movie of all time.
Actually,
I like Shawshank Redemption. Oh man, that's one of my favorite movies.
What do you know what that is?
Oh, it's nice. I actually didn't even notice that. Oh. Because I saw this one, I didn't see there was one underneath.
Yeah.
No face, that's nice.
Exactly.
I saw this for the first time only 6 years ago. I didn't see it as a kid.
Yeah, I didn't watch it as a kid either. Dude, I watched it like 3 years ago, and I got the fucking tattoo. Like, I'm a fake fan. What are you talking about?
Good shit. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm excited for this cake now.
He just admitted he wasn't excited before.
Wow, it's only a little bit burnt.
It's golden brown.
Piece of the chocolate at the bottom.
Yeah, it looks like blueberries.
You can't even tell exactly. This little kid, they would not tell. Cream cheese.
Yeah, that's
Pillsbury. Pillsbury.
I don't know if I've ever had that frosting.
You've never had cream cheese frosting? Oh my
I haven't either. This is we're gonna lose our virginity today.
It's honestly better than losing.
It smells unique for sure. It smells unique. I got a little bit of buttermilk.
Yeah, that's very cream cheese-esque.
It's the best frosting in town.
All right, you can frost it.
The good news is it'll be a lake because we've got a concave cake.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. We meant to do that for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone was watching. We fucking meant to do this.
Oh, yeah, just instantly.
It's like butter on pancakes.
Yeah.
I think that's the sign of good frosting on a cake.
Let's spread it around.
Yeah, don't be shy. She can take it.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, you can get a little
Why does
spice.
the cake come up with you?
Oh my god.
What did you do?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
bro, look at that.
Susan, do not age restrict this stream, please, Susan.
Wow.
Alright, I'll hurry up and get a knife.
That's viscous.
Delish.
Don't forget to get her sides.
Oh.
You're focusing way too much on like the middle.
Alright, let's scoop some here.
Dude, they're gonna get me age restricted.
This has 10%
God.
benzoyl peroxide that effectively treats breakouts and helps to prevent them from reoccurring in the future.
Can't skip.
Beautiful.
There's enough to go around.
Oh yeah, no, she can handle it.
It's like a toaster strudel. Yeah, so normally when you frost a cake, you wait 15 minutes.
That's what amateurs do.
Right. Those amateurs who are making money from it.
Fools. That's not a real job like streaming and
YouTube. Yeah. Why make cakes when you can make content?
My God.
Alright, cut into it. Let's see that nice green inside.
Of course.
Get inside there.
Half?
Yeah, go right.
Yeah, why not? Show them that cross section.
Bisect.
Oh, that crunch
Oh
as
no,
every good
he's
cake
gonna
has.
split the boy.
Oh wow, this is hot.
Great work.
Oh, wow, it's like
It looks like SpongeBob's rough side.
we lost a little bit of that vibrant green.
Yeah, the side of the cake is really crispy, which is good. It bites back, you know, like
That's you don't want like a submissive cake.
No.
what happened to this?
I actually don't. We followed the recipe.
Well, we didn't have a recipe.
Oh, true.
We just had a list in Discord.
It's probably the chocolate melted into the green shit and changed the color.
That is true.
All right.
Oh lord.
Are we eating now?
We're chowing down.
Bro, we got milk.
We do. We got milk here. Let's try the cake and then we'll.
Yeah, happy 1 mil.
What?
I don't like that. Oh, that's hot. I don't like that. Oh, that's hot. Oh wow.
It's not that bad.
Because it's all distributed evenly, I think.
You get a little tingle still.
Yeah, I'm like,
There's definitely some bits of chocolate in there. I think that's a bit of chocolate. Here.
I'm scared when I swallow.
Ooh, ow, it's not tingling.
oh, it's not tingling down. I was just hurting. Ow.
They were crust on this cake.
Oh wow.
Yo, they're throwing up? Why did Charlie go to the trash, dude?
It's a piece of chocolate for sure.
There we go. You want me to try it?
Where's the milk? It's in the fridge. My ears are popping. What are the ice cream?
I want to be on wiki now, bro.
Where's the ice cream?
It already hurt.
Should be in the freezer.
It's not.
Ask Caleb.
I've been to the chocolate.
Here, we're getting chocolate too to be on your level.
Yeah, no, I have 2. I'm ready. I just need to make sure there's like milk or something.
See you on the other side.
Oh,
there she is. Okay.
That's shit cake, by the way. Ooh.
it's shit.
I mean, it's fine.
Alright, I got 2 right here. 2
Yeah,
right
you
here.
got two. Ooh.
Oh,
Baby. I'm feeling good.
I need the ice cream.
You want some milk?
Of course. I'm not doing the no milk challenge. Oh wow.
What are they doing?
Oh wow.
That's a builder right there.
Oh, so they had a spicy
yeah.
cake. Okay.
Oh, dude, I think that shit stays on the tongue and in the back of the throat.
But
Holy shit. Holy fuck.
that chocolate's pretty hot.
Oh wow, bro. I kind of hate seeing them like kind of struggle.
You want these with chocolate? No. You want to ruin your day?
I'm sorry.
Don't you dare.
Oh, this helps a lot.
Yeah, the ice cream is so much better.
Wow. Wow, we.
It hurts my throat more.
Oh, we're back, baby. We gotta go back to hot things.
Yeah.
This is the excitement I've been missing in my life.
I didn't leak this that much this time. My nose was popping off for a second over the trash can, but I'm back now.
Do you want to do the flat one?
No. Oh, if you really want to get miserable, you can do
Let me
it.
see it. I want see it. Bro, I'm stupid. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Give it a little whip.
Fuck. No, I was gonna say fuck you. Sorry.
You want some?
Yeah. How did you do it? You just take a spot with
Just
your
put
finger?
some on,
You put it on-
not your finger, put it on, like, your spoon.
No, put it on a piece of cake. You don't want to take that raw.
On a piece of cake?
Yeah, without chocolate, probably.
I love y'all. Thank you for 1 million.
To give you perspective, Caleb did the lesser version of this and was puking for an hour.
Fuck you. Is that good?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Bro, that's a fuck.
That's not lines.
I think you're underestimating.
That was 1/3.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
Go for it, man.
Oh my fucking god!
I should have smelled it.
Thank y'all for 1 mil. And thank you guys for watching.
I can't believe I actually did it. That's so reckless.
Oh, he's handling like a champ. Look at him go.
Nothing crazy.
I think it's definitely heat activated.
I really think this was a good one. There's no fucking world where he can handle it that well. That's better than Chase.
Well, based on how he handled the chocolate, I'm telling you, we gotta go watch that video. I
No,
took
bro.
Denver Nori.
My throat is killing, but it's like not enough to like, I don't know.
No, like
I swear to fuck.
that knocked me out. Well, granted, I'm a pussy, but like that knocked all of us out.
No, I think it's just a silent buildup because, bro, my eyes.
Is it getting worse?
Yeah, no, it's getting better.
Was that worse than the chocolate?
Yeah.
Maybe we did take it out. Maybe I don't remember taking that one.
Why did it take so long? That was instant.
It was when I did it.
Yeah. Yours is like snocking. I feel it. Holy dick. Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess it just takes a while.
No, I get it. Oh.
Charlie and I are just eating ice cream watching.
Yeah, he hit 1 million. Us.
Yeah, you're good.
This one. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Careful not to touch yourself.
Here, touch yourself.
Time for a little dip in there.
Look at me, tear coming out. Yeah. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that'll take you to meet your
A little bit.
Yeah, that takes you to meet your maker. Wait, remember when Goblin did it? He also was puking.
Thank y'all for 1 mil. That's not. Do you think that's not? No, that shit's like hot.
Do you want to do another one? We have Perdorium.
You're gonna kill me.
Said maybe.
I'm gonna sue you.
He's actually just gonna
I'll sue you. I love spicy stuff though. Like genuinely, I love spicy shit.
I hate it. It hurts.
I really like spicy food, but I feel like you get to a level where you're like, there's no flavor.
Yeah, it's just reckless.
Okay, it's definitely. I think it's getting better. So I don't want to jinx it. It ain't much, but it's honest word. You already know. Huh?
Worth it.
Worth it, of course.
All it is worth.
Tubbs hot chocolate bars coming out soon. Mr. Beast bar, you got competition.
Actually, your full name? Tubbington?
I joke on the internet. My name is Tubbs Hubbard Tubbington.
Holy shit.
But
I've never heard that name before. I thought it was just an alias.
well, I mean, it is not my real name.
Oh, it's not Tubbington? Oh.
Well, you'll see. Oh, bro, you thought it was? Yeah, well, I mean, my real name isn't what I'm about to give you, so
okay.
You'll see it. I got you right where I want you. All right, so here is a little care package. First of all,
all right.
You can keep the tote bag.
Perfect. That's
so,
a beautiful tote bag.
Yeah. So we got some Earl brand.
Oh yes, sir.
That's what we got in there.
Oh, that's a nice hat.
Amazing pink hat.
Oh yes, sir.
That's the new logo. We also got some socks, crew socks.
Fuck yeah. Is another hat?
Yeah, it's another hat.
Earl?
You can give it to people, or just give it to your team. I don't mind.
I'm
The shirts,
wear it.
the shirts are small. For you.
Perfect. The authentic white tee.
Yeah, exactly. Come on now.
Beautiful.
I think this one's just the this is just the embroidered logo.
Is this a beanie?
That
No,
is a baseball tee.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't get any like sweaters.
I like the logo.
Yeah, so you know how we changed the logo, right?
Yeah.
We just wanted to make it more like brand friendly. I guess like streetwear type stuff. Woo! Look how handsome he looks.
I think if I'm designing, I'm going for more of a black metal kind of vibe to it.
It feels good. I already feel immediately more handsome.
Actually, that's our old hat.
It is.
Yeah, is it possible to put the pink one on? Because like, this is the new logo. That's how I was talking about the logo. So the reason I gave you this is we don't sell this anymore, but I wanted you to have it because
like vintage.
Yeah, exactly. We don't really like doing the navy colors because his hair blends in.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so that's why we're trying to push the more pastel colors. Wow.
Does that look better?
Amazing. Come on.
Yeah, it feels better.
So handsome.
Give it a little mean mug.
And now we have 2 gifts left. The other one is more spiritual. The last one is more spiritual, but this one is the one I've been hyping up. The one that I wanted to give you since April. All right? My audience already knows, but since you are the GOAT and you love goatsy,
oh my god, I think they did a goatee frame pic.
I got you your own award. You can read out loud, read out loud.
This award is presented to Moist Critical for being King Goatsy from Birdie.
Yes. Yeah, King Goatsy.
That's fucking. Is this custom made or you just?
Yeah, it is custom made. Yeah.
This is. You got nuts on it.
As well, is it? Oh yeah.
You gave it nuts.
Yeah. Because I know you love King Goat. I mean, I know you love Goatsy. And one of our first jokes when we first Discorded called that one meant a lot to me. We talked about Goatsy, so I was like,
you gotta talk about Goatsy with your boys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. You can put it. I know you have a little like.
I got a shelf.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so crazy.
Oh god. This is a wild ride, dude.
If y'all see that in his video, y'all know where it came from. Okay, now the final one. We need like a pen and paper.
Do we have paper anywhere, Dave?
All right, so since I know you are the king of drawing, as we saw, I thought it would be so fire, since one of the most meaningful things on my channel is the Darkest TikTok Iceberg most viewed video, 5.2 mil. On yours, I think it has 7.5 mil. So I was thinking icebergs, penguin zero, makes sense. If you were to be able to draw an iceberg with a cute little penguin at the tip of it, And I will get that tattooed on me.
You're getting this as a tattoo?
Bro, I'm gonna fill my sleeves up. You already know. So this will be like a little Easter egg in there.
Oh, this is gonna be tough.
I know, but that's you can retry. Just keep trying.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give like the bones, and we get like a good artist to refine it. Because you saw the caricature. It's
that works with me. We can get a good artist to do it.
Yeah, I can't have you looking like that. So let's.
By the way, next August 18th. Am I invited back?
Absolutely. You're welcome down whenever, man.
Really? Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes.
Actually, you know, this isn't looking too bad. It's a big iceberg.
It's got a chest piece.
Yeah, it's gonna be your whole back.
Bro, isn't that like such a cute concept though? Because like penguin and iceberg, it makes sense.
No, I think that's adorable. I just wish I was better at drawing, so I could give you something a little more nice looking.
Chest piece. Not a tramp stamp.
Why the fuck would I smile? I don't know. I literally just thought of that. I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, does he have a surfboard? Wait,
no, it's his body.
What do you mean?
It's his wings. Yeah, it's his wings. Oh, I see what you mean. You think he's carrying a
yeah, because it looks like this is his arm like that. Like,
no, it's like the tuxedo patch. This can absolutely get improved.
Dude, easily.
Yeah.
Let me see pictures because I lose it.
I think we've got a good foundation with that.
You have a signature? Can you sign it?
Yeah, I do. You're not going to like the signature, though.
Oh my fucking god. You ruined the piece now.
Yeah.
So for the tattoo, originally me and Charlie were thinking just to pay an actual artist to make a tattoo design for me, but now I'm thinking, let's do a contest. I want all my artists to submit your version, your tattoo design of a penguin at the top of an iceberg. So I'm thinking 2 by 2 inches, and the way you guys submit is through Discord. So make sure to join my Discord. There should be a channel dedicated to the tattoos. It's discord.gg/tuv. You can also use a hashtag on Instagram and Twitter, so just use hashtag tattoo for tuv. But Discord, I have a way better chance of seeing it because it's just all lined up like that. So yeah, make sure it is a simple black and white tattoo design. You guys saw my version of it, where I imagine like an iceberg and a little cute penguin at the top. So yeah, winner gets $500. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, I don't care. However you want it, I'll give it to you. I can't wait to see one of your guys' pieces on my body for the rest of my life. You guys need to give me credit for being a YouTuber that involved you guys in literally everything I do. Y'all my family. Y'all my family. What y'all talking about? Yeah, that's it for this little announcement about the tattoo design. Make sure to join Discord. Let's get back to the video.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna be one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform one day, bro.
I believe it. I mean, you're already like well on your way.
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot.
Thank you.
No problem, bro. Come on. Mom always told me, appreciate those that have helped you. You've helped my channel so fucking much. I can't thank you enough, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you guys for watching a literal 40-minute video. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was a fun ride.
If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe.
I know I might have seemed distracted, but yeah, this was fun to watch.
And leave a like on the video. And also make sure to go to Charlie's channel and check out his version of the same video. Except, you know, mine's better. Sorry, Charlie. This is the better option. I mean, to sum this up, of course, I'm gonna say thank you. I don't want a meme to be made of me like Markiplier that he's always crying, but seriously, guys, this is you guys know, this was my dream, and it is my dream ever since I was fucking like 13, 11, 12, 13, just to be a YouTuber. And the fact that this is real life is insane to me. The image that Charlie drew is framed, and that signature right there. So it's gonna go up there. Next video, you guys should see it lined up right there with all my achievements. Also, if you look in the background of Charlie's videos, hey, there's Goatsy. I just want to let you guys know that the same morbid videos are gonna be made right after this. I know this is extremely different from my channel, but I do want to be more, I want to make some more funny videos, kind of like this. Just expect more real life videos. I always say that, but now I actually do have a good car to take my friends somewhere. So we're gonna try to go to America's most haunted places. But yeah, big thank you to Charlie for believing in me. Big thank you to Charlie's team. All you guys were extremely nice, and big shout out to Charge, my cameraman. If you guys want to see a lot of behind the scenes, because we recorded a ton, and this was already a 40-minute video, make sure to check it out on the second channel. I don't know if that video's gonna be uploaded today or tomorrow, but make sure to subscribe to my second channel. Make sure to use code CAKE for 30% off, and thank you guys so much for 1 million subscribers. I can't even wrap my head around that. I don't know why you guys care, but it's amazing.
I didn't mean to. Yeah. Honestly, I gotta say, if I was in the same situation, it will feel surreal for me because, you know, like getting like exposed in the algorithm is already hard enough, and being able to, you know, have this opportunity, it's next level. Hell yeah. All right, guys. I'm actually gonna go a bit in a break, so hold on. Right. Sorry about that. I'm back. There we go. All right, so yeah, I actually like that. I think we're gonna watch Charlie's since we already watch Charlie regularly. We'll go to this one because I want to discuss this topic like right at the end for today's live stream. All right, so this is his. Okay.
I did it.
You see how it's...
That's it.
Look at that.
Here we go.
Damn. That's a spicy meatball.
I'm feeling good.
I need the ice cream. Guys, remember today we're going to be making the hottest cake in the world. And I'm going to look at that camera as well. Today we're going to be making the hottest cake in the world. And I'm here with a little YouTuber, small YouTuber. What, 300 subscribers?
Somewhere in there. Hey guys.
Somewhere around there.
I hope to get as big as Tub one day with the dark rise to fame, so we're working on it.
Yeah, maybe it'll happen. What's step one to make a cake? I really don't know, bro.
Yes, this is Matt's area of expertise here.
I love this. It's just gonna be a shit cake, and you guys are just gonna blame me for it.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, when you said you didn't know how to make a cake, and Charlie said my crew does, it's
Yeah.
just because we know the bare basics of cooking.
We also brought, or I bought the world's hottest chocolate bars. The world's hottest chocolate bars. These have 9 million Scoville units each, and we're gonna use all of them, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna use all of them, and
Alright, so we're gonna start by mixing the dry ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Flour.
Is that the all-purpose flour?
That is.
Yes, it
And
is.
you're gonna want 2 1/3 cups. However you want to measure that. While he's doing that, do you want to get the
sugar?
1.5 cups of sugar rolling?
Yeah.
Good idea is this.
To do
To what?
that was mine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna need milk.
I'm fine. This is the silliest idea. I'm so excited to see you guys die.
I know, bro, but there's no milk.
It'll be fine.
It can't be that hot.
It's not going to be hotter than the shit we've already done. Just go grab some ice cream.
Oh god.
And milk.
And milk.
So we want it. Wait. We want it precise. See how you haven't actually filled the cup?
Yes, I see that, Matt.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Great work.
So 2.5?
1.5.
Oh.
That wasn't a second cup, right?
No, that's
okay, cool.
You want to mix it?
Yeah, of course.
Just really beat the devil out of it.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
You want
sorry.
to tell them your fun
Oh,
facts?
I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh god, it's alright.
As I said, baking is precise.
Yeah. Which...
Nah, bro, I don't even baking like that. who bakes, bro? I'm sorry. For anyone who bakes at home, I'm sorry. But
What do you mean anybody at home? I'm over here helping you bake.
no, I'm saying the viewers.
Alright, we need half a teaspoon of baking soda.
Half a teaspoon.
Yep, of the soda.
Can we add salt, like just a shitload of salt?
Yeah, that's what I want, a salty cake.
You're supposed to add half a teaspoon of salt, not a shitload of salt, but it is your cake. So.
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, Matt's just given
Right. I'm here to guide, but this is your journey. I would highly suggest half a teaspoon.
No, I am gonna do that. This is gonna kill us already. I don't want to.
No, we at least want it to taste good while it's turning.
Yes. The saltiest chocolate of your life. Jeez.
This butter needs to be softened. Much as one.
You like put it in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, both of you need
Oh, really?
a stick of butter. Yeah, you just kind of mush it around, give it a little room.
You get a little beat.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting a fire. Surely there's like a real way of doing this, right?
Well, you can do it a little in the microwave, but the problem is if you go.
Hold on. That's not what I wanted to happen. You gotta be kidding me, bro.
Yeah, fried butter.
Yeah. Have you had fried ice cream?
No, I saw that. I was like, how the fuck do you even do that?
Yeah, it's evil magic.
I tried fried Oreos though.
Those are good actually.
I give them a 5 out of 10. I think they could have been better because they just tasted like bread.
Yeah, I guess, but it's the cream that works really well with them. It's not so much like the actual cookie itself, it's just the cream that gets nice when it's dry.
Those bad boys are room temp and soft.
Awesome.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so toss both those bad boys in the mixer. Now, you're the guest. Which apparatus would you like on it?
Let's get freaky. Let's use this one.
Alright, perfect.
That one is pretty wacky.
Yes.
Was it the wrong amount?
No, that was definitely the right amount.
Yes. Very good.
We did it right, don't worry about it.
The whole stick of butter. This is all you. This is a very important step.
Alright, awesome.
Half a cup.
This is all just promotion for my new single Overdose, guys. New single coming out soon, Hyperpop.
Oh, yeah. Look at that steady pour, too. You don't want to overwhelm the wet ingredients. You don't want to stare at
That was good butter, bro. She's showing in there. Wait, why is there one? Where are the other one? Did you throw it?
No.
I have no idea where the text
Wow.
came.
It does, Kurt. Of course, this goes.
That's how thermodynamics works.
Yeah.
You can go real, just one little.
Oh, listen to that interesting sound. Yeah.
Wow. That is almost all of it. I thought you were going to stop.
Oh.
I thought that's what you meant.
No, I just meant it wasn't
You want to work the machine?
Sure. What's on this side?
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, look at that expert detail.
We're gonna turn it up all the way. We're gonna like dig it out. That's not bad.
I think we're done. That is exactly as expected.
That actually didn't go nearly how I
That was
expected.
great. Let's get more dry in there.
I thought it would blow up.
Is that looking pretty nice?
Let's check it out. That's looking. I think we've got some cake now.
Avail car sharing is a better way to rent a car. No hidden fees or hassles.
Ready?
Plus, full protection from Allstate.
You got this.
So try Avail. We make borrowing a car simple. What happens next is up to you.
Hold on, guys.
Midwest Bath is the Quad Cities area's trusted custom bathing solution. August special. Get 50% off.
It reminds me. I've done this twice and it's just.
Really?
No, it's bad. It's scary.
Oh, she's strong.
The 5K subs days.
You did this for 5K?
I did it for I think 7 or 8K. I was just like, come on.
That's such a random number to do.
I was celebrating every 1K. I was so excited. Alright, guys. Tasting the. Where's the bag?
Yeah.
Alright. Bro, that's good. That's good.
It's only getting better with this.
Of course.
I just broke it up into individual squares.
Did you want me to cut it so it's like all throughout the cake?
That hit like the back of my throat, bro. I should have blood.
A little goes a long way, but a lot goes further.
I'm gonna do a tough signature. Oh, I gotta do a little maneuver. I can't fucking do it. Do I use all of it?
No.
Okay.
Just,
Is that okay? I'll do one more square.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, that's who last year. Yeah. We're killing 2021 sub.
It smells like. I mean, like.
You might as well, yeah.
Yeah, just smell it. Yeah, I mean, it smells like chocolate to me.
It smells like.
Well, I have flashbacks.
Yeah, it smells like chocolate.
When I smell it, I get flashbacks.
This is Shrek cake.
It can't be worse than the paste, right?
No.
There's no way.
We could get some of the paste.
I don't want it.
This is Shrek cake, dude.
No, you don't want that.
Alright, really quick, I want to shout out, homeboy real quick, not a jinx, okay, so tomorrow he's gonna stream, so yeah, he was doing like, Elder Ring, like, not too long ago, so if you guys want to look for like a Twitch channel, I would recommend Not a Jinx, you can't miss it.
The best part is some of these fights are going to be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you're going to get a piece.
I will never tell you if I didn't get chocolate. I'll just act.
Bro.
Yeah. Ooh, ouch. Oh, it's all hot. That's spicy. I think some of them might be like still somewhat intact, but overall I think they're gonna go.
That's gonna be my first bite. Have I seen them?
Going right for it.
Come on, you already know me. I'm digging in.
Ooh, it's not looking nice actually.
It looks like mint ice cream.
Yeah.
Do you like that ice cream?
I do.
You do? I don't think I've ever tried it.
It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that was a piece of chocolate.
Oh wow.
Did you just say
I spit it right out.
No.
I've only gotten like lime ice cream. That one actually tastes good.
I'm waiting to enjoy it with you.
Okay.
Well, that mouth was going to be rough based on that.
Is it still hurting?
It's not like hurting, but I just feel it in my full mouth.
The full mouth.
This is great. Here we go. Yeah, we'll let you get some footage of it.
Oh,
it's
looking almost done.
That's when we do that super cut. You zoom in, and then boom, the oven opens and it's done.
13 minutes later.
You ready to see your cake?
Yeah, of course.
Oh boy.
Look at that
What
beauty.
a beauty.
Wow.
Woo, I'm tearing up.
Yeah, you wow, it's only a little bit burned.
It's golden brown.
Piece of the chocolate.
Yeah, that's it
Dude,
looks like blueberries.
You can't even tell. Exactly. This little kid, they would not tell.
Yeah, this is just gonna melt right off. But you can
Definitely this one. So
I
you can
agree.
tell.
Cream cheese frosting. I mean, the good news is it'll be a lake because we've got a concave cake.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. We meant to do that for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone was watching. We fucking meant to do this.
It's becoming liquid immediately.
Yeah, just instantly.
It's like butter on pancakes.
Yeah.
It's like a toaster strudel.
It really is. Yeah, so normally when you frost a cake, you wait 15 minutes.
That's what amateurs do.
Right. Those amateurs who are making money from it.
That's not a real job like streaming and YouTube.
Yeah. Why make cakes when you can make content?
All
This
right.
is great. This is great.
All right, cut into it. Let's see that nice green inside.
You want to do the honors?
Of course.
Get inside there.
Half?
Yeah, go.
Right, yeah, why not? Show them that cross section.
Bisect.
Oh, that crunch, as every good cake has.
Oh wow, this is hot.
Great work.
Oh, wow! It's like
It looks like SpongeBob's rough side.
we lost a little bit of that vibrant green.
Yeah,
Now
this
it's
side
like,
of the cake is really crispy, which is good. It bites back, you know, like.
that's you don't want like a submissive cake. The chocolate all melted. You know what? It's probably the chocolate melted into the green shit and changed the color.
Yeah,
That is true. That is true.
It's not so fun.
Who's gonna get the piece of chocolate?
I'm going right in here.
Oh yeah, that's a good spot. You just opened it so you could see if there's chocolate.
I didn't mean to. It just fell apart like a crumble.
Like a crumble.
Happy million subs.
Yeah, let me get a little spoonful. Yeah, happy 1 mil.
Ooh. What? I don't like that. Oh, that's hot. I don't like that. Oh, that's hot.
Oh wow.
All right, this is another person I want to shout out. They're by I know them by a mutual. So if you guys want to check out, they call me DJ. You know, hashtag music, hashtag underscore. What is going on with me? So yeah, you guys could check her out, man.
It's not that bad.
So those are the shameless plugs I just wanted to throw out there.
Because it's all distributed evenly, I think.
You get a little tinkle still.
Yeah, I'm like,
There's definitely some bits of chocolate in there.
I don't like
think that's a bit of chocolate.
I'm scared when I swallow.
Ooh, ow. It's not chocolate. Oh, it's not tingling now. That's just hurting. Ow.
Why is there a crust on this cake?
Oh wow.
Ow.
On the other side. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, there she is.
That's shit cake, by the way. Ooh.
It's shit. You think it's shit?
I mean, it's fine.
All right, I got two right here.
Yeah, I just got two. Ooh.
Oh, they got Sergeant Chewy. I just noticed that. Sorry about that.
I'm feeling good.
I need ice cream.
That's some hot chocolate. You want some milk?
Of course. I'm not doing the no milk challenge. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh fuck.
That's a builder right there.
They eat spicy cake, if you're wondering.
Oh.
That is definitely not as bad as the paste, but that really hurts. My stomach immediately just hurts.
Yeah,
it just
it feels like a lava bucket.
Yeah, it just dropped right in my stomach and fucked me up. I didn't leak this that much this time. My nose was popping off for a second over the trash can, but I'm back now. My one doesn't linger.
No, that's a quick hit.
It just stops in and says hello.
So you want to do the flat one?
No, no. Oh, if you really want to get miserable, you can do
What is
flat
it? Let me
one.
see it. I want to see it. It just. And how did you take? How did you?
Give it a little whip.
Fuck.
I
I
know.
was gonna say fuck you. So
Yeah. You want some?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just put some on,
You put it
not
on-
your finger, put it on like your spoon.
No, put it on a piece of cake. You don't want to take that raw.
That's not a lines.
Oh, you'll be fine.
That was 1/3.
Yeah, you're
All right.
Go for it.
Oh my fucking
You
god!
shouldn't have smelled it.
What the fuck is? What's in this? Wait, tell me the statistic or tell me the ingredients.
You're a heat, my way.
Thank y'all for 1 mil. Thank you guys for watching.
I can't believe you actually did it. That's so reckless.
I'm feeling it back in my throat, but like nothing crazy.
I think it's definitely heat activated.
I really think this was a
They
good one.
did Bernorians.
Wait,
I cooked them
okay.
pasta with Bernorians.
You cooked me pasta with like everything. You were trying to kill me.
Bro, my eyes.
Was it getting worse?
Yeah, no, it's getting better. Fuck. Oh my god, bro, I'm gonna cry.
Is that worse than the chocolate?
Yeah.
At least we're all having fun.
Yeah, we're all having just enjoying the ice cream.
Why did it take so long? That was instant.
It was when I did it.
Ugh. Holy dick. Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess it just takes a while.
No, I get so. Oh.
Oh, Charlie and I are just eating ice cream watching.
Yeah, he hit a million, not us.
Yeah.
I didn't do shit.
Oh, this is my. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Careful not to touch yourself.
Yeah, touch yourself.
I don't know if you guys know like that peppermint candy, like the spicy one, like that thing like stays on you. Like oh good lord.
Had time for a little bit there.
Look at me, tear coming out.
But there's piece of chocolate. Let me take the skin
That
off
looks like
real quick.
Shrek cake. Oh god. No.
It's like a
No.
mud cake.
It's cold,
Yeah.
so it feels better.
There's like this like Mexican cake, like the inside is like colorful. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh god. But yeah, that looks like straight up that looks like Shrek cake. I think it's tres leches cortaditos. I can't think of it, dude. It was like a specific like it was kind of like a pound cake, but I forget the name of it. You guys could like tell me if
I'm
you
back.
know.
I'm good.
Way to get through it. Way to get through it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Dude, that would hurt more. That's probably why it feels, bro. Because then if you eat something hot, I eat cake. But if you eat something hot, that fucks with you.
Oh no, it really does. 100%. Oh, I can't hear very well. My ears are so fucking clogged.
That happens to you every time.
I don't know why. It really does though.
Yeah, that was Charlie. I'm just gonna go on his channel. Yeah, bro, Charlie's golden, bro. Like he always delivers. All right, there was like something else I wanted to react to. Oh, quick update. Probably not tomorrow, but on what do you call it? Oh, Saturday. On Saturday, I'm gonna be continuing the L3. It's kind of like the continuation on my thoughts on L3 because there's like this almost 2 hour video that kind of like tells in detail like the timeline when Ethan and Hila just started like their channel and how far like they've gotten, which in my opinion it's for the worst. They may have like they may be able to like make ends meet from what they had to struggle to get by, but like it just like the character just like turned inside out. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go finish on that. And I know on my stream yesterday, I was like, I'll admit I was a bit too hard like on Ethan, but that's just because Super Fatty basically kind of instigated me. But you know, I take full accountability for kind of going ballistic on Ethan and looking at like these videos which were justified, but I said I was gonna be more neutral. And if you kind of like look into like the mental health, oh, we're gonna talk about Papa Klein as well, cause that dude kind of makes sense why he is the way he is. Okay, so for tomorrow, I'm gonna prep up for the Deaf Noodle stream. So let me see. I've been following like the drama with like Deaf Noodles. Oh god. So yeah, like people like yes. Wait, I want to highlight this one. I've never seen anyone like so affected by internet criticism. Like this is why this one kind of like had me shook because I did not see somebody like react in the way he has. Like I thought, you know, they would have just like slide and just like he would have just forgotten about it, but he decided just to like stick to his guns. Like goodness sake. Oh yeah, I wanted to see his I wonder if his Twitch it's gonna be on his Twitch. Let me see. So it's good. Yeah, it's still banned because the girl dropped the slur that they banned. Wow. Okay, so I believe he's gonna post it on his YouTube stream on the Dennis show. Wow. That's some wild. That's some wildish.
Welcome, folks. We are nearly sold out of the tickets for tomorrow's first weekly stand-up show.
Okay, so yeah, like I thought he would be able to take criticism, but I started going through like the history of this guy, and it's just honestly, it's just like I don't even know what's like going on with him. He says it's sarcastic humor, but like the way he acts, it looks serious. So I don't know if it's part of his character that he claims or like whatnot, because he convinces me like there's something wrong. Oh wait. I gotta show you guys something else as well. Like I'm kind of going through like the trending topics of the day. So in this video, he announces he's gonna abandon his like his irrelevant news, which was like the main reason his channel was popping, but it just seems like he's just gonna like leave it be. Like I don't get that. That is like weird.
Show that we're doing here at the club. It's called the Friday Show, and it starts at 8 p.m. As I said previously, over the next few weeks, we're going to start rolling out more weekly shows and getting the programming for the club filled up. The plan is to have 2 to 3 shows every night here at the club, so make sure you get your tickets for tomorrow's show before they are completely gone. When I tell you that this is history in the making, I'm not exaggerating. No other comedy club in New York or Los Angeles, the 2 biggest comedy markets in the world, are doing what we're doing with this club. We're creating a fully immersive comedy experience that blends internet culture and street comedy in a way that's never been done before, and we're going to keep moving forward and making some great shows for all of you. So if you can't make it to any of these first shows, trust me, there will be many, many, many more shows for you to be able to attend. Also, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start adding a benefit for all channel members, which allows them to get into 1 free show every month of their choosing here at the Comedy Club. So make sure you join the channel so you can get access to exclusive content and perks like this, which include this brick-and-mortar Comedy Club venue. No one in this business is offering anything even remotely similar to the experience that we're offering across the board. All the links to show tickets and channel memberships are down below, so make sure to get them before they're gone. You don't want to miss out on history. Anyway, folks, speaking of comedy, I think it's safe to say that I'm reaching legendary status on the internet. I am, in fact, undeniably the most hilarious person to ever exist. Even more hilarious than Barney the Dinosaur. I literally make people laugh by just doing nothing. You doubt me? Well, look. See what I mean? Anyway, folks, being that I am the most effortlessly hilarious man on...
Honestly, I kind of felt like if he would have just like it's just like I think it's like a combination of the yes man. He's probably been spoiled, and I know humor is subjective because it seemed like he had fans, unless he paid for them, who knows, or he's like pulling up with this character. I just don't know. I don't know the guy. But it's just like a weird coincidence, or not a coincidence. It's just a weird phenomenon just to see him like do this act and just like keep on playing with it, and like the fact he's okay with losing his subs, his livelihood. I don't know. It's kind of concerning. Like I know this guy has done some stupid stuff. Like he has slandered people for ridiculous claims, and then he tries to say it's a joke, but like people don't take it as a joke. They take it as slander, and he just can't seem to like get the grasp of that. And he is self-aware when he would like slander somebody. Like he would call them like ridiculous things that could potentially affect their career, their livelihood, and everything. And he just like throws it out like it's comedy, but he doesn't know like the current like state of how everything is now
on the internet, at least according to my comment section. This is straight up giving Onision breakdown vibes. I am flattered. To be compared to one of the biggest scumbags on the internet is someone who literally moved a child across the country, groomed them for numerous years before engaging with them
Oh my god.
sexually. Someone who traveled.
Honest, that story is true though, and like the fact like he decided to like do that is something else.
Across state lines in order to hook up with one of his future partners, who was underage at the time, by the way, should be mentioned. Someone who would later film that same partner having a stroke and then exploited it for content and money on YouTube. I am so happy I have joined the halls of the YouTube scoundrels. I am truly worthy of no other comparison because my words are as bad as any crime any human being can commit. After all, sticks and stones can break my bones, and words will forever hurt me. Death is giving Gabby Hanna these days. Actually, I take back everything I just said. I am not a rogue who seeks to use my power to abuse young women. I am quite the opposite. I am a person who constantly engages in manic episodes on the internet and who, as of late, has posted consistent and nonstop TikToks every hour on the hour to the concern of thousands of people on the interwebs. That is exactly who I am. I'm not a person reading something I thought out, scripted, and recorded by reading directly from a prompter. No! There is no thought behind this madness. No matter how contrived it may seem, I am absolutely unhinged. Oh, sorry. My prompter just went off. Give me a sec. Let me... Damn it. Okay. There we are. Anyway, I am absolutely... Damn it, it happened again! Hold on, give me 1 second, folks. I think I pressed the wrong button here. Okay, there we go. I am absolutely unhinged, like a water balloon. Fuck! Again? Really? Are you kidding me? This shit is really gonna fuck me up right now. You know how hard it is to read from a prompter when it's not going up and down how it's supposed to go up? I just can't believe this. What a time for this to go bad. It always happens at the worst. I'm like trying to do a fucking good take over here, and this thing keeps going off. This is absolutely unbelievable. I need to buy a new prompter, really, or maybe a better remote, because this shit's not really working, man. This is so disappointing. I spent a lot of time trying to get this to work. Okay, there we go. I am an absolutely unhinged, like a water balloon.
So yeah, this guy's trying to do like this like sarcastic, self-aware humor, but it just like makes me feel concerned for his like mental well-being, because this is not normal behavior. Like even if he tries to put like this comedian thing, he's like acting passive aggressive.
Balloon filled with urine flying from the top of a stadium directly onto the shoulder of a drunk Yankees fan that got cheated on. No, not again. Really? You gotta do me like this. I was like halfway done with the monologue. Jeez. I can't believe this, man. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to edit. You know what? I'm just gonna improvise. Like a water balloon filled with... Like a water balloon filled with... Fuck. Filled with what? What's a funny thing I could say right now? Maybe that the water balloon is filled with cupcakes?
Okay, so yeah, like I was saying about him, I'm not down with him like doing all this slanderous like stuff. I think it's ridiculous and stupid. And like the fact they got away with it so long, it's ridiculous. But and we just see that it catches up to him. But at the same time, I kind of feel sad him kind of like losing his sanity, his livelihood, and anything. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Even if I disagree with them, I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Maybe it's filled with brownies. Brownies. I should get me some of those.
Like I want like a redemption arc.
I really like them. We eat brownies. What were we talking about again? I feel bad for your parents, dude. I do too. They're forced to see their 45-year-old son struggle to stay afloat, unmarried, kidless, kidneyless. Actually, not really, but got pretty close at one point. Seriously, cirrhosis is not something you want to play with.
That's in the liver!
Okay, anyway, my parents are fine. First, they don't speak English. Second, they're old enough where they don't really remember half of the shit that I do. In fact, they don't even remember that I'm their son. And they seem to be enjoying their lives a whole lot more after they forgot that. Wait a minute. I'm convinced he's on drugs. There's no other explanation for his behavioral changes.
I think he is like on something. Like I made like that one meme. Hold on. By the way, I'm on TikTok right now. That's what I'm doing on the side. I'm just pulling up like some things. So I made this meme, and he looks like
People
he's on
should say that kind of thing more often to each other. Some people need to be told to go to fucking hell. I'm just letting the winos like you know that you're complaining on deaf ears. I don't give a fuck about your complaints. The videos aren't made for the winos. They're made for my actual followers, the people who support me and stand by my side and want to see me better. If you don't like it, that's a you problem. Move on. The troll's fading concern will not get me to float to your well because I don't give a fuck about you. I don't make content for you. I make content for my actual followers. Now go bother someone else.
Like you can see his pupils are dilated. Like he's sweaty. his like mannerisms and his movement, his behavior, it just seems like really passive aggressive. So I feel like something is off, and he's probably on something.
Whoa, wait a minute, drugs? No, not me. Not really.
He kind of looks like he hasn't slept in days too.
You know a good person who has access to some coke? I'd love to get me some coke right now. Only problem is, the store only had diet. Didn't know babies could be 39. I'm also at a loss that babies can be 39. Is this some kind of medical miracle? Because the only time I've ever seen any of the sort was when I met Brad Pitt on the set of Benjamin Button, and the motherfucker looked like an old man and a baby at the same time. You know how fucking weird that is? Now look, I know that I look 24 and 45 at the same time, but it's really not what it chalked itself up to be, okay? I mean, there's literally no advantage to looking like you're going through a quarter and a midlife crisis at the same time. Please get some help, Dennis. Take a break at least. I'm sorry, but there is absolutely no way I can take a break. It is utterly unreasonable for me to even attempt to take a break right now. After all, I am nowhere near any Kit Kat bars. What the fuck happened? Views on an all-time low and the midlife crisis beard? You know what? That actually has a nice ring to it. Midlife crisis beard. I was thinking of naming my beard something like Rip Van Winkle or Old Man Hustle or some other random bullshit like that. But midlife crisis beard, it truly has a nice ring to it. I could run with that. Now, all I need is a motorcycle, a leather jacket, and some coke. Not diet. And I'll be set for life. He just outgrew his channel. In all seriousness, folks, that has some truth to it. I explained this earlier on the podcast, but I just can't do the gossip stuff anymore. I can't do it. I started doing it as a joke. The joke went too far, and I just always absolutely hated doing it.
I know this is like a tough like thing to like address, since like not only were his fans asking him to do this again, but it just like sometimes you just gotta like make like a sacrifice. Like sometimes you gotta do something you don't like, or you don't really feel fulfillment, and just to like make a living and have your channel grow. Like I get that, but like the way he's kind of been like negligent of his fan base is kind of concerning, as well as he probably thought he could have pulled it off, especially with how the show went, but I beg to differ now. Like I feel bad to a certain extent, but it's just something that we got to go through.
It made me miserable. I always hated dunking on people.
Dude, you're like dunking all the time on Twitter. Why is it that you say you hate doing it, but you do it constantly?
Stand-up before any of this happened was primarily composed of self-deprecating jokes. I love to make fun of myself. I don't know if you noticed, but I know it's weird to some people, but it feels normal for me. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you for sticking with me so far in this journey. There really is a lot that we have ahead. I know that it looks really weird right now, but trust me, there's a reason why the ship is moving in the direction that it's moving. It's just what happens sometimes. And instead of fighting, I'm just going along with the flow. And if the journey so far seems a little weird to you, that's okay. I kind of don't know where I'm going either. I'm just following my gut and what feels natural for me to create. I have to do this for a living, and I'm feeling constantly depressed about the content that I'm making is something I just couldn't bear anymore. It's just too much, honestly. I know this may be a little heartbreaking for some, but I always hated doing the news. I did it as a joke at first, and then it became this whole thing, and I just couldn't take it anymore, and I did it for as long as I could, and now I'm doing this for who knows how long, and I'm the kind of person who changes and shifts directions relatively quickly in search of things that I feel are challenging to me, and this feels like the greatest point of resistance for me right now. And I'm just the kind of person to try and tear that resistance down. Anyway, I want to thank everyone who's been sticking around, everyone who's been supportive in the comments. I do see your comments, and I do appreciate you, everyone who's been buying tickets to the show. It's been truly amazing seeing just how quickly the club is growing and how we're building a whole community around it. This truly feels like the beginning of yet another exciting journey, and I'm going to document as much of it as possible with my tongue-in-cheek bullshit. And yeah, thanks for coming along. We have a lot ahead of us. Anyway, I love you all. Peace.
Wow. Like the fact his like mainline like series on YouTube just got like Thanos snap like that. Like it's bittersweet, underwhelming too. Like people were like asking for this, and for him, I would have done like a finale if I were to be honest with you. I know mentally he's not okay, but if I were to do like a show, I would probably do it as in kind of like a grand finale, like kind of a farewell as well. Like I think just like sending off to your fans, not cussing out your fans like he did. I think that's how you deal with that. Like I understand, like if some things you don't feel it having fun anymore. but it's kind of weird, like how he started he was reading like memes. He was one of those meme channels that he just like read over memes and translated, and he turned into this like drama alert channel, and he just kept making like these false accusations, just like throwing people out there too. And I think it got like too far where he was incredible anymore. But I think people just found him entertaining, and I do remember him having like videos all the time. But I don't know, I'm feeling mixed on the situation, as it's kind of hard to explain, but wow. So people in the comments are not happy about that. Well, I'm glad you're giving up something you didn't like doing. I appreciate what you did and the time you did. I followed for that content, so I'm bowing out. Good luck. Wow. Oh my god. I'll be real with you. So, for a living, what I would like to do for, like, let's say full time, I would like to do music, but I understand I just can't like stick to one thing. I gotta kind of branch out and do stuff like this and try to find like a method to kind of entertain people. That's like the key. Like you gotta be entertaining to people in order for them to kind of like respond to you. And I think that's what a lot of people fail to realize, that sometimes you got things that you might have not planned. Sometimes you might like it once you try it, or sometimes you might it might not be what you were expecting, and you're not finding like fulfillment in it, but you kind of feel like you got to do it, as it's kind of like what makes you a living, kind of like Blue's Clues, as he knew, it was like a decent career path for him, but he didn't really like it, but he had to make money, so it makes sense. He actually wanted, and he actually has been dropping music, but he wanted to do music from the get go, so I get that. Another super fun listen. Oh, I'm sorry. Another super fun to listen video, not painful or sad at all. Really, always hated dunking on people. Dunked on people for 8 minutes before saying that. Yeah, like he was dunking on Onisia and Gabby Hanna. If you had probably let off one of your last irrelevant news shows with, by the way, this is my last one, this all probably would have gone smoother. Yeah. But he just like called it off, like just in this video. I have finally and truly understood the phrase sarcasm is the lowest form of humor. I don't even know what this is really. Like, it's not sarcasm. Like his older videos were like cringe comedy, but I didn't really find like the sarcasm. This one just feels like hold on, I'm gonna pull up the buzzwords and the genres. I want to be a Fantano of comedy. I think this is blue comedy. I may be wrong. Hold on, I gotta look. I gotta look at the subgenres of comedy. Cause comedy is like it's kind of like music. Okay, so blue comedy is like X-rated like jokes. Black comedy is more like I guess sadistic jokes. Hold on, let me look at the genres. Could this be like alternative comedy? Okay, differs from traditional punchline jokes, which features many other forms of comedy such as observation, satire, surrealism, slapstick, and improvisation. In its content, alternative comedy emerged as a counter to the establishment entertainment figures from the previous generations. It was often called cited, I'm sorry, for its disregard to established comedic. So would it be alternative because on one hand he says he's appealing to like the large comedic sphere, but at the same time he's doing something different. So it's kind of hard to tell because it doesn't really feel anti-establishment. It pretty feels it feels like he's trying to pander for like the mainstream like comedy greats. I'm not like a comedy genius, but I want to go this like Fantano would have gone through. Anti-humor, that's a genre. I think it might be anti-humor. Indirect humor derived from the comedian delivering something intentionally not funny or lacking in intrinsic meaning. But the thing is, he thinks it's funny. So it says here delivering something intentionally not funny, but he doesn't unintentionally. He actually thinks it's funny. So I don't think it could be anti-humor. Bro, we gotta look at this. Cringe comedy, like I said, like his older videos were cringe comedy. I think like the super roast battles was cringe comedy as well. Improvisational comedy. I don't know if it's improvisation because he was kind of reading off the teleprompter, but he was like self-aware as well. I can't find the genre of this comedy. It must be like a new comedy. It kind of mixes like anti-humor with some cringe humor. So would it be like anti-cringed humor or something like that? Okay, we're gonna do like a fusion genre. It's gonna be anti. No, it can't be anti-cringe. It's gonna be cringe anti-humor. I think that fits better for it. But yeah, I can't think of it. Okay, so yeah, we saw that his Twitch is blocked. Let's see. Is it this one?
Here we are at Juggalo Fest, the gathering of the Juggalos. We just got.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna see how his show plays out. If it's like a live stream, I'm gonna watch it. If it's not, I'm gonna have to kind of like join it a bit. But I'm doing it for you guys, and we'll see where we go from there. Oh wow. Yeah, like I don't think this one's. I don't think this one was sarcastic as like what he was alluding to. It kind of felt like it felt real. Like he tries to play it off as it's not, but actually felt real. I mean, I understand that, and I hate dunking on people on their dreams because people have they just like roast my music all the time, and you know I get the feeling, but the thing is it's not in the level that Dennis kind of has to deal with it. Not what many of us signed up when we subscribe. So yeah, pretty much his subscribers are dipping. Wow. Glad I got my last blunt and irrelevant news. So they're pretty much dipping, bruh. God, I don't know. It's just kind of like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know, bro. This it hits different. You can also be unhinged when writing a script. Yeah, I noticed that. Like he acts the same often on scripts. I don't know what's the character he's writing, and I don't know if he's gonna go on his podcast and say that this was all a joke, because that's what he tries to play it off as. Okay, so I know it's this one says Gabby Hanna. So I actually pulled up her TikTok. This is a recent one, but let me refresh real quick. And yeah, I thought we'd react to Gabby Hanna and see what's going on. I don't want to joke about it, but I do get what kind of is going on. I wish the best for her. I actually sent like a message, like if she needs to talk, she could DM. Obviously, it's kind of wishful thinking, but I don't like what she did, like the way she kind of like reacts and all that stuff. But I wouldn't wish this on somebody else. All right, let me pull up the sound.
Harm on myself. I have yet to threaten harm on anybody else. No, really. If you do, so this poor little.
Bro, I don't want to get.
I did ask
age
those
restricted.
two officers though. Did you go get the guy who admitted to getting?
Who broke in and entered? They said they were gonna find him. By the way, weird. They'll never know his name.
Into my home by coercion to try to cause harm. Did you find him? Did you try? You didn't know his name. I did.
What is going on?
And by the way, the two officers that just once again entered my backyard and refused to leave, they just want to know if I'm okay. Are we okay?
Tell me.
We're fine. I told them I'm hanging out in my backyard with a friend, smoking weed. He brought his instruments and his dogs.
Yeah, I left like a message there.
Can I exercise my right to free speech in the United States of America and express and practice my religion? Or should I move back to the Middle East like you want us immigrants to do? Oh, it was my ancestors that were immigrants. Or am I, oh right, I'm white. Or Middle Eastern, or whatever it is I'm supposed to be, right? And by the way, the two officers that...
If that's Nick. Yeah, was that guy that like broke in her house? Yeah, I'm like worried about her, dude.
So right before the call...
Like, I can't believe she doesn't have like access to like get help.
Cops busted in my back door, all on camera and documented, obviously. They came in and they did a quick little search, and then I came down the stairs. They wouldn't tell me why I was being detained. they cuffed me, and then they demanded that I drink water. I said I didn't want any. They demanded that I drink water. So I had to drink water behind my back, and I took a sip, and they said, no, drink more water. So I spilled a little on my chest, and he put his hand on his fucking hip as if he was gonna shoot me. And he said, I said, drink the water, don't spill water on yourself. I said, officer, I'm in my own home. I like the water feeling on my body.
It's kind of hard to tell if this actually like happened or like I don't know. It may be like a manic episode, and I hate to just throw it, but that's kind of like the assumption I'm going.
Body. Why does it scare you that I just put water on my chest? I'm in my own home with my fucking hands cuffed behind my back with 5 bullies with guns illegally searching and detaining me with no answers at all. And then they wouldn't let me do anything else. They wouldn't let me talk. Well, they would, but they mocked me the whole time. And then they started getting a little scared because of the, well, officer, why don't you tell them the definition of civics? Officer, I have it on camera. I know you do too with your body cams. Why don't you let the world know the definition of civics? You know, because Keanu Reeves drives a Honda Civic. See, everybody else thinks I'm speaking gibberish, right? But the man who had his mind controlled and read by God and delivered to me, and they all looked at each other. The women were too stunned to speak. Why don't you, the Los Angeles Police Department, tell America, what is the definition of civics?
POV, your
What is
60-year-old son is. Man, I'm sorry. I hate to joke about this because I know.
Do you
it's
believe
serious,
that
but
you've
God.
met your civic duty when you broke in, did an illegal search, and cuffed me? And I literally told you guys, I have it on camera. If you forget, I'll show you. You said, do you have any
Does she actually show it?
cameras? Are you recording? Can you put your phone down? I said, of course. I have cameras everywhere. Duh. So right before the cops.
I don't know if this, holds any truth. Like, I hate to, assume, but. Is that Nick on the back? Bruh. Nick? Is that like the random dude that's kind of like living with her? Like he's like the stranger that. I guess he's like a stalker. I hate to like throw that out if he is, but like I don't know.
Dad just asked me to tell you guys that I no longer have access to my Instagram and my Twitter because I didn't want it, and that everything that goes on Instagram and Twitter now.
Yeah, I'm concerned as well.
Oh, the North Star. Dad just asked me to tell you guys.
Yeah, I'm worried it's gonna something's gonna happen. Oh yeah, she's going on this religious trip as well.
Let us pray. Our Father who art in heaven.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the wellness centers don't have enough resources like in LA, but I just feel like they don't really know what they're doing as like we say we hand out people any resources and stuff like that, but I just feel they're not experienced enough, this whole thing. like the talk of mental health and stuff like that. Like I know it's kind of like groundbreaking. It's been an issue since since humanity, but still, like I feel like we've been slow on it, and I guess some people still try to deny it, but it's still a thing.
Holy is your name. Your kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Are everybody's basic needs met? And forgive us our trespass.
I don't think this is like a publicity stunt, unless you're a really good actor. But like um, she kind of showed that she's not really that of convincing. But this just feels like too real. Like she's like not acting this up.
Passes as we forgive those who trespass against us, because we are all one. For the kingdom, the power, the...
How many? Oh my god, like 3,000 people. Yeah, it just feels like we're just like keeping up. Like, what is going on, bro? But she goes on like these kind of rants. Bro, where's that one dude? Like, Nick? Is Nick part of this? Like, man, I shouldn't be joking, but canon? But yeah, like, I don't know if she has like access to like anybody, but wow, yeah, I thought I'd show that as that's kind of a topic of concern. Like I hate to joke about like somebody going through manic episodes or kind of having like mental health struggles to that extent. Like God, I couldn't imagine, but yeah, that's just something I want to show. Like I said, I kind of reached out to her. Like obviously, I don't think she's gonna read it, but I'm always open for discussion and trying to talk to people about that. Like in all seriousness, like no jokes and just one on one. All right, so yeah, we're looking at Def Noodles. I don't know how his show's gonna play out. Is he gonna play it like on his channel? Let's see. Is it this one? So it might be on this one, I believe. Or is it in his exclusive content? I can't really tell if it's gonna be in his exclusive content. Oh yeah, but his wait, let me go back to the Def Noodles. I want to show you like the last video he made. Well, not the last kind of irrelevant news. I think this is the last yeah, this one right here with David Dobrik, I think that's like the last one. And it just feels like, and this was like a month ago, and it just feels like a downward spiral from this, and he's just been doing like the format where he's in his office. Yeah, like you can see like a month ago it was like irrelevant news. And here we go, bruh. And addressing the allegations. So I think this is like when like he started to have like a downfall like around this time. My apology. What is this one for though? I gotta addressing the allegations made against me. I gotta check that out. It's just Oh my god. It's just like so weird seeing this happen in real time. Like, I don't recall seeing like a fall from grace, and I'm sorry for using it like that way, but I haven't seen something like this happen in real time. So this was like all in a month, the following weeks too. Alright, so let me see this apology video because I didn't see this one. Is this when he got his Twitter back and he like called Papa Gut?
Once you see it, it all becomes clear. Introducing the first ever all-electric Chevy Blazer EV.
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
Welcome, folks. Today's video is a little bit different. I feel like there's no other way for me to continue posting on this channel without actually addressing what many people have come forward to say about me. Honestly, I never thought I would actually, be the kind of person to find myself in this kind of situation, but I think it's only appropriate that we have an honest conversation about everything that's been going on. So I'm getting on camera right now, alone, at 3 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Daylight Savings Time, exactly.
This has got to be like the start of his downfall.
1 month after the summer solstice.
Why does he have a picture of the Ace family in the back? Like, I know he doesn't like them, but that's taking it to that extent is something else.
To finally put all the rumors to rest. I do not live in a pineapple under the sea. I know. You're probably at home absolutely disappointed in me right now, punching the air saying, this motherfucking Brazilian fooled me. I thought he was SpongeBob. But sadly,
he looks unhinged in this one.
I'm not. Nor am I a cat in a Minecraft house, nor am I even a real person. In reality, as far as most of you are concerned, I'm just a projection coming to your cellular devices or TVs or computer screens at an alarmingly fast rate as data compressed and transferred in milliseconds from Google servers to your corner of the earth. I'm just bytes of information that you consume at a certain time of the day and then forget about until you return the next day. As ethereal, as a hologram, as effervescent, as a seltzer tablet, only...
Why did this dude go on this, like, existential kind of rant?
Lasting long enough to make you...
Hold on, that's my alarm. I think that should be okay now.
You forget your reality and then move on to the next thing designed to alienate you from whatever's going on in your life. I am your source of temporary entertainment. Many of you watch me in the morning. Others of you listen to me throughout the day. Others of you just hate watch me because it helps you cope with your own inadequacies. And that's all okay. Capitalism doesn't give a flying fuck about whether or not something fulfills its original purpose, as long as someone finds purpose in it and rewards it with capital. In this case, you're rewarding my work with attention, and I'm grateful for that. So thank you for being here. Now, you might be asking yourselves, why the long-winded monologue, Dennis? Are you auditioning to play the architect in the next Matrix sequel? Perhaps. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm the architect in real life. Or maybe I'm just stalling, getting to the point because I'm an expert procrastinator with an expert skill at speaking in flowery language, and it all just kind of converts together in this moment, and now I find myself with nothing else to pull out of my ass, so I might as well just get to the point. Many of you have noticed the changes, the little differences in the content. You have expressed rather eloquently and not so eloquently at times your thoughts on the changes, both your displeasure as well as your approval of it. Suggestions have arrived at the boatloads, kind of like Jesus bringing the fishes out of the ocean, and so here we are. Literally, here we are. This is the new place. This is the new office. This is the new home of sorts. I kind of work all the time, so this is pretty much my home. My actual home is more of my sleeping place. Stick to the point, Dennis. Anyway, before I address all the comments and criticisms I've been getting as of late, I do think it's important to give all of you some context. I started this channel in 2018. Back then, I was broke. living in a room that was as big as the space immediately behind me, you know, the one behind the countertop. Yeah, that was the size of my bedroom. Literally, that much space. I had no space to film videos, so I set up a green screen in my kitchen to, you know, my friends, my roommates' disapproval. I was filming 3 feet away from the kitchen sink and 2 feet away from the clothes dryer. It's an epic setup. In fact, that's part of the reason why this channel ended up getting its name. I was so immensely depressed by my situation that I decided to name it Def, a word that reminded me of playing video games as a kid, and noodles, after the only type of food that I could afford at the time. Yeah, I know, very creative, right? The one thing I remember about filming in the kitchen back then is that it was hot as fuck, especially in the LA summer. We had no air conditioning in the kitchen, and so those 100-degree days hit like a motherfucker. I was sweating my balls off, literally. Anyway, fast forward a few years, and I continued filming with a green screen behind me because it was easy, convenient, and because I could mask essentially how poor I was. Around the end of 2019, the channel started taking off, and I started doing a bit where I wore cat ears and played a cat. Around the same time, I noticed that a lot of YouTubers recorded in their bedrooms, so I set my background as a Minecraft house as a joke. My channel grew relatively quickly over the next year under this setup, which I eventually moved on from in the summer of 2021 when I started feeling constrained by the format. You know, the Minecraft cat bit was fun, but at some point, I wanted to be able to talk outside of the character and from my own perspective, but my loyalty to the bit made it really hard for me to break character, so I just killed the cat. I'm sure a lot of you remember when that happened. So over the next year, I continued to do what I had been doing, still with a green screen, still with a sarcastic and sardonic point of view, but this time it was me and not a cat, which was great.
After a shooting at an elementary school.
With news of a school shooting.
Code word for lockdown.
This is the 18th school shooting already this year.
I can't skip it. Oh, that's her.
There's so much to protect in our lives.
So shout out her.
Nationwide is on your side.
Which brings me to today. I am clearly not in front of a green screen. I am also not sitting at a desk anymore. I am standing in a commercial space that I rented with the intent of using to not only expand the production of these videos, but to also eventually house shows and live tapings of the show. It's been one of my goals for the past few years to create a show like The Soup and The Colbert Report, but for the internet. I have done that to the best of my abilities by myself, but now I'm tapped out. Literally, I'm completely tapped out. I literally reached my limit as far as what I can do alone and by myself. I spent the last 2 years sleeping about 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours a night, so I could continue uploading content daily, posting constantly on Instagram as well as Twitter, and it nearly drove me fucking insane. So I just can't do it anymore. I can't continue to sacrifice my life, my ability to spend time with my family and friends so I can continue to pursue doing what I love every day in the way that I had been doing it in the last 2 years. So I recently took a chance. Yes, I rented this commercial space and I started building out a studio and building a team so I can continue to bring you content every single day while also giving myself the ability to actually have a personal life outside of work for the first time in a very long time. So this is what it is. This is the best that I can do at this moment in time with the resources that I have. I am not The Daily Show. I'm not The Soup. I'm not The Colbert Report. And while I aspire to be those shows, I am a one-man operation with limited resources. I know it doesn't look like much. I mean, it's just some wood panels, some cardboard cutouts, but this is just the beginning. I'm going to slowly transform this place into a cool place to film videos. Now, I also know the audio isn't perfect. The lighting is not ideal. I'm working on fixing these small issues with the lighting specifically. I literally have to build a whole wall across from me so I can stop all the...
Hold on, guys.
the light coming in from the sun. Anyway, I know a lot of you have also noticed that there are people other than myself appearing in the videos and doing bits. Some of you may have been confused where they came from, so I wanted to take some time to introduce them. This is Tiana. Tiana, you want to come over? I got an Apple box for Tiana now. She's not just a hovering head. Tiana, you want to say hi?
Hi. Hello.
Tell them about yourself, Tiana.
My name's Tiana, and I work for Def Noodles.
Okay, you're a TikToker. You're from...
Yeah, I'm a TikToker and a YouTuber, too.
Yeah, you. How long have you been doing YouTube?
Since like 2013.
2013. You've been doing it for... How old were you when you did it?
I was in middle school. I was in like 7th or 8th grade.
Do you have some embarrassing videos?
My first video was a Harlem Shake.
Okay, you should not be doing that when you're in middle school. Hold on, I have some more questions I want to ask you. The good people want to know who Tiana is. Wait, but you've been having some videos go viral on TikTok. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, people like to see me fail and have stupid shit happen to me. So those videos go viral, the ones where my life is sucking.
You recently lost your purse?
Yes, I blacked out on a boat and lost my purse for 3 days.
So yeah, Tiana is I think she's very funny. She's also, I mean, we didn't have an Apple box, so that's why it looked weird. Hopefully it doesn't look as weird now. Okay, I am 6'4". I'm very tall, okay? Don't insult people because they're not as tall as me. Okay, I am the anomaly. Okay, I'm the weird one. All right. So yeah, Tiana is working with us. She's helping out doing the posts, and she's also a co-host on the podcast. And she's very funny. She has an understanding about social media works because she's been doing it for a long time. She also makes TikToks. She is also like a content creator in her own right. So that's what I thought was cool about bringing her on, because she knows what the fuck she's doing. So yeah, so she's gonna be coming on, sometimes insulting me, sometimes sharing funny stories like her B story. So anything else you want to add, Tiana?
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay, go back to your seat. And next we have Israel. He's the man behind the camera right now. Israel's stepping over right now. Let's introduce Israel. What's going on, Israel? Tell me about yourself.
Straight out of college, working as a video editor for you, of course, Def Noodles, and then, well, yeah, man behind the camera and making sure everything's in frame, you know.
Yeah, so he's behind the camera right now, but Israel is a terrific editor. He's been editing the clips that I've been posting on TikTok, on a bunch of other places. I used to post more clips that I used to edit myself. You have no idea, folks. It was an insane work schedule. At one point, I was editing clips, posting everywhere like 20 times a day. So Israel and Tiana are really helping me a lot. Israel's a very talented editor and also filmmaker in his own right. He's done a lot of fun stuff. We're actually developing some projects right now that you'll learn about later. But yeah, tell me a little bit about your background, like you know, some of the cool shit you've done. You know.
Just worked on little short films independently with some couple friends. You know, we got together, and then of course student projects. If you guys check out my YouTube page, you'll see some of the projects I worked on by myself with like my friends, my family, and my girlfriend. We did music video together. So yeah, and that's where you guys see how what I can bring to the table to Def Noodles.
Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much, Israel. He's going to get behind the camera. So that's the team. Anyway, I want to close by going back to the fact that this is a show meant to be entertainment. All the changes that I'm making on the show are with the goal of making it a more entertaining show. It took 6 months of doing the cat in the Minecraft house bit every single day to figure out how to make it work. I'm not saying it's going to take that long to make these small changes work, but I think it's important to keep in mind when you're witnessing something evolving in real time in front of your eyes that it can take time to figure shit out. And I'm not going to hide the fact that some of it hasn't been up to snuff. I mean, I've read a lot of your comments, so that's what I'm working on. I'm working on improving everything, making, you know, it as high quality as I can physically do with the resources that I have and with the crew that I have. So I look forward to seeing where this is going to go. I hope that you look forward to seeing where this is going to go as well. And finally, moving forward, our videos posted Tuesday through Saturdays will be filmed in this studio. Sunday and Monday videos will be in the old setup because the crew deserves a weekend and shouldn't be forced to work like a maniac like me. Anyway, if you want a longer, more in-depth response to your comments in the last few videos, I suggest you watch the live episode of the podcast where I did that yesterday.
Okay. Why does he apologize? We're just going down like the rabbit hole.
Hi, folks. I feel like it's only been 2 days since I had to do a video addressing some kind of situation on this channel, and in fact, it has been 2 days. This time, however, the situation is a little different, a little more sensitive. See, recently, a lot of people have been bringing up a clip of mine. Certain things happen in the clip, and I guess a lot of people are offended by it. By the way, content warning, this clip has to do with blackface and racial issues. You know, when I originally made the clip, I didn't think much of it. In retrospect, I should have taken more time thinking about it before putting it out there. Honestly, this whole situation is very embarrassing. It's not a real representation of who I am. I'm not a racist person, and I repudiate racism in the strongest ways possible. Anyway, with all that being said, here is a clip that has a lot of people talking. Kanye West, he recently performed at the Rolling Loud Miami Festival, and people on Twitter had a lot of thoughts. Yo, man, Kanye West said on blackface. Hold up, what? Kanye West said on blackface? Is that even possible? I mean, he is black, right? Did I miss something? Kanye got blackface. I think I know what's going on. People on Twitter are trying to make an observation, but unfortunately the character limit is preventing them from actually having a thought. Black man wearing blackface? Is this what I'm seeing? Exactly what I thought. The fuck? Shut the fuck up. I didn't know that was a thing, but that's what this is giving. He's black. I feel like I just got out of a DeLorean in a timeline where Biff Tannen is president of the United States because not a single part of any of this is actually making sense to me right now. Kanye West is black. He wants to make his skin darker. That's his prerogative. It's not because he darkened his skin that it's automatically blackface, because traditionally blackface is worn by white performers in minstrel shows in order to ridicule black people. Having a problem with a black person darkening their skin for performative purposes is like having a problem with a white person whitening their skin. In essence, getting mad at Kanye West for this is like getting offended with a white person for not going to the beach. I know, folks. I know. I really fucked up with this clip. I don't even know where to begin. I really missed the mark on this one, and I wish I could take it back. I apologize to the black community. I apologize to my friends and family. I apologize to you, the viewer, who had to watch that. By the way, folks, I do want to make a note right now that your phone isn't broken, your TV and the computer screens are not messed up. The video is out of focus. I filmed this by myself over the weekend and only realized at 11:30 p.m. that the video was completely out of focus as I was editing. So unfortunately, I cannot go back to film this. So the video will go in and out of focus at certain points. I apologize for that. It's a brand new setup. I'm learning how to work with it. Growing pains. So yeah, it's unbelievable that I could be this brain dead to actually produce something like that and post it online thinking it's okay. I want to take a moment right now and directly respond to some of your comments on the latest video, and I think it could lead to a very fruitful conversation. No, black people did blackface too. Look up a comedian named Burt Williams. He was a big vaudeville star who was black and did blackface. This person is correct, folks. Burt Williams was in fact a black actor who performed in blackface. According to the New Yorker, Burt Williams, largely forgotten today, was the first African-American star, the most famous colored man in America during the early years of the 20th century. Now, it should be noted that while Burt Williams professionally benefited from the negative black stereotypes minstrel shows promoted, it stands to question, could Burt Williams have been as successful as he was if he didn't acquiesce to the norm of performing in blackface? Was Burt Williams' use of blackface a personal choice or more of a consequence of the reigning white supremacy of the era? Again, Burt Williams was born just 10 years after slavery was abolished in America. He was professionally active during the height of segregation and Jim Crow laws in America. So was Burt Williams' use of blackface as equally negatively intentioned as white performers in that same era? I don't know. Black men were also made to wear blackface on stage. It's called minstrel shows. Jesus, why are you teaching kids history if you don't know what you're talking about? I believe there's a distinction to be made between black actors who wore blackface and white actors who wore blackface. Yes, the implications are equally demeaning to black people in both instances. However, in the context of black people wearing blackface, how would black people be able to participate in the widely popular minstrel shows of the time if they didn't acquiesce to wearing blackface? It's almost double dehumanizing when you think about it, because these black performers are subjecting themselves to performing these horrendous stereotypes of black people so they can have a career and put food on the table. Meanwhile, white performers acted in blackface and were greatly rewarded on all sides, not only culturally but also financially. So I think the real question is, did these black performers have the choice to wear blackface and perform these demeaning characters? And when they did wear blackface, did these black performers benefit as much as their white counterparts? Historian here, black people absolutely did blackface during the minstrel show era. Just because someone is black doesn't absolve them of doing anti-black shit. That being said, Kanye West doing blackface was a reach in that situation. I think my point was, there is a specific aesthetic of blackface that Kanye did not portray by darkening his skin. If you look at how blackface has been traditionally represented, it's not just a darkening of the skin. There's also makeup applied to the lips to exaggerate the appearance of the mouth. Also, there's the performance aspect of it. Certain words and phrases and body language are commonly represented by characters in blackface. So when we look at Kanye darkening his skin, it's just that. It's Kanye darkening his skin for who knows what reason. It's nowhere near what Drake did. This picture of Drake is blackface in the most traditional sense. His face is darkened, his mouth exaggerated, his hands are reminiscent of the old vaudeville poses actors would use. This picture of Drake is blackface. Kanye, on the other hand, is not. And even if Kanye was going for something shocking by darkening his skin, Kanye is not a person who has ever benefited from white supremacy like the performers who performed in blackface. Kanye is the same man who just years ago said this on television.
25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know, it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give. And just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well-off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
In the past few days,
this man's life nearly ended after he said that on live TV. Everyone tried to cancel him, and then a few years later, everyone agreed with him. I believe that in order for what Kanye did to be blackface, white supremacy has to benefit from it somehow. And honestly, I don't see any Nazis outside of Turning Point USA's convention in Florida flying Jesus flags anytime soon. Anyway, to further expand on this conversation, I have my friend, Stephen Marcus Relaford. He knows a thing or two about being black more than I do. So what do you think, Stephen?
Thank you, Dennis. Well, I think white supremacy is going to find a way to benefit from everything. You know, that's their job. Though, is Kanye doing blackface? I think the logical thing is, let's ask Kanye. He's the one that actually took the actions. It would be logical just to ask the person who actually committed the actions that we're in question of. Though, the logical thing to say, and irrelevant, is how the fuck can a black person commit blackface? Okay, I understand. Yes, the history of minstrel shows. I understand some of the first...
Not that I want to discredit, but it just feels like...
benchmarks of entertainment. When black people were used, sometimes, or most of the time, they were forced to do blackface. That's understandable. Though, blackface is more symbolic to the system of white supremacy and mistreatment that black people are under the boot of. That is a practice of white people. So, to me, it feels like the real people that we need to be going after are the white politicians who actually participate in blackface, or just reparations. You know, because I don't want this to be another moment to where a lot of white people who are closeted racists or have their closeted prejudice and mistreatment coming after Kanye West like we've seen with Clarence Thompson. Yes, I don't believe Clarence Thompson. Clarence Thompson is out of his mind. Yes, I understand. Some people even call him a coon. I get it. But I don't want to have a moment to where a black person does something and then white people feel like this is a green light to be racist. Okay? Because this is not it. Let's just actually do what's important, love each other, be compassionate, and reparations.
All right, well spoken, Stephen. And now,
I get what they're saying, and yeah, I understand, but it's kind of ironic how he's going against, like, the very, like, they're going after these issues, but they're also, like, Def is basically destroying the image that he built. Like, they want to talk about all this progressive stuff, but to what they are now, he is, like, really against what he built. Like, the image he built, he basically spat on it. Alright, so yeah, we got from allegations to this one and to this one. Wait, I want to see what people said in this one. But the way he titled that one, it's as if he was doing it. As if he painted. So it's kind of clickbaitish in a way. But I guess they're kind of finessing the, like, the system, I guess.
I think we're.
Oh boy, these comments have not aged well because they feel more optimistic. Alright, so yeah, we're just going down like the rabbit hole. Like, I get what they were doing. They were trying to do like the same thing as Ethan, but the thing is, Dennis pretty much ruined his image as he just started going after everybody, and they made like jokes that they wouldn't be okay with, but since they say it, it's okay for them to say it, which is really stupid. And Steven is like, he's writing on Dennis just because he defends him, and like his everybody else also goes.
Session at Office Depot Office Max.
So it's, I don't know, it just doesn't coordinate because they pretty much went against what they, had in mind.
With up to 60% off our best-selling school supplies. This week only, save up to 15% on select Mead 5-star notebooks and Texas Instruments calculators. Success is in session now at Office Depot Office Max.
Thanks to Chase, Angie's not sweating this time.
And like Steven was also backing him up for like the jokes they made on Papa Gut, and then they try to discredit him, and they pretty much go against their own views, so it's kind of conflicting. Like, they speak on serious things, but at the same time, like, if it's like somebody else, like, they just like discredit them. So I think that's why they're harmful to themselves and everybody else. For goodness sake, dude. Okay, so this is where like the his supposed villain arc
She
starts.
overdraws by $50 or less. And Kyle? Well, he's keeping calm with another day to adjust his balance if he overdraws by more than $50. Overdraft assist from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
welcome, folks. It feels like it's been only a couple of days since we were here last. And once again, I find myself in a situation where my mouth gets me in trouble. I am once again facing a new round of allegations, backlash, drama, whatever you want to call it. To put it plainly, people are upset because of things I've said, words I've said. And as we all know, words are the most harmful thing in the world. In fact, some would say words are more harmful than bullets. Sticks and stones can break my bones, and words will always hurt me. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, folks, I wanted to take the time to address all of the situations that have been going on Twitter. I just got my account back, and it's been good. I've been happy. I can finally express myself within the 280 character limit, and as we all know, that's the only character limit that's appropriate for expressing the most rational and not emotion-based thought at all. However, with the giddiness of having my Twitter back, it appears I have stepped on the proverbial banana peel and fallen face flat on the ground. As a result, many, many people on Twitter are very disappointed at me. The Bird app is not very happy with me right now. In fact, it pooped on my head. And though a bird pooping on your head is often a sign of good luck, in Brazil at least, in my case, it appears to have sealed my fate. So I find myself standing here once again by myself at 3:33 in the morning on July 28th, 1 month, 7 days after the summer solstice, to once again inform all of you that it is with a very heavy, pained, troubled, and bleeding heart that I say with every ounce of energy that I can muster to utter the words that are coming out of my mouth. I am very, very, extremely, profoundly, unequivocally, with no reprieve, but perhaps some second guessing, while also being a little peckish. Maybe I should have eaten before filming this. Anyway, that I, Dennis Feitosa, the host of this show, Irrelevant News, on the Deaf Noodles channel, which was established in 2018 in Los Angeles, California, which is a state in the United States of America, which is located on planet Earth, which is coincidentally the third rock circling around the sun in the Milky Way galaxy. Me, I, him, he, him, those are my pronouns for anyone asking. Dennis, I am very profoundly sorry.
You don't mean that.
Yep. Irrelevant News. Mr. Beast reached 100.
Oh, so he did irrelevant news? Okay. So he was still... Oh, I see. Irrelevant news. Okay, I see. So this is when, yeah, he had his discussion with Papa Gut. Oh, and right after we're done with this, there's this YouTuber, I think her name is Vangelina. I'm sorry if I said that. But she tried to talk to Deaf Noodles and his team, and oh my god, they have like no ounce of like sympathy. No. Empathy. They lack self-awareness in the joke they made of Papa Gut, and also like about like the incident, the story he told about his wife. Like I tell you, like they contradict themselves. Like I don't know why y'all like rile on like this, and you're gonna go against your own. You don't practice what you preach, and I think that's why his fans are pissed off. But because he's basically kind of showing like he was writing it for a trend. All right, so yeah, these are like the ones I saw. So this one he made like the fake apology, and then we go here. Oh my god.
Welcome, folks. Hope you're all doing amazing today. There are only a couple of tickets left for the roast. Make sure you get them before they're gone. This roast will be the first show that we're doing in this comedy club that I just built. It'll feature some of the best.
Hold on, I want to read that comment. There was no other creator on this platform that is as prolific as I am with the level of production value I bring to my content. That's some grandiose issues he's going through. Oh yeah, he says he's happy.
Best
but
comics in Los Angeles,
yeah, I
so
beg
make
to
sure you
differ.
get the tickets to the roast before they're completely gone. There are only a couple of tickets left. Trust me. You want to be here because it's history in the making. We're doing something that's never been done before in the New York or Los Angeles comedy communities. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you get your tickets before they're completely gone. The links will be in the description down below as well as the pinned comment. Anyway, I want to use today's show as a way to respond to a lot of your comments. There has been an incredibly huge amount of negativity in the comments. And while I've often responded with tongue-in-cheek comments, jokes, and bits, I don't think that my message is really getting through to the people that have been the most vocal. So I'm going to respond to some comments that exemplify some of the more popular things people have been saying in my comments. So let's get to it. Is Dennis friends with Addison Rae's dad or something? He keeps taking a side, which is very confusing given the situation. I am friends with Addison Rae's dad. If you...
Yeah, like, dude is a creep, and he ruined his family, and this dude thinks just because he was, like, insider, like, he could do whatever he wants.
Watch the podcast. You would already know. He popped in a couple of times. I live in Los Angeles. I know a lot of people in this town and in this business. You know, sometimes I know more than what is available online. And I'm going to use the information that I know to inform my opinion on topics. I'm not just...
How do you know it's not biased, though? Like, this dude has been caught, you know, in 4K, and you're just gonna, like, side with him.
Going to be a sheep and follow along with everyone just because it's popular to hate or dunk or dogpile on someone, especially if I know the truth about what's happening behind the scenes and I've actually taken the time to talk to at least half of the parties involved. I don't know Young Gravy, but I do know Addison Rae's dad, Monty Lopez, and there is a lot more going on behind the scenes than what is available online. Will that ever make it online? I don't know. Is it for me to say any of it? No, most definitely not. This is not my story to tell. So yes, I'm not afraid to take unpopular positions in situations, especially when I know some of the people involved and have a broader perspective on what's happening. Why are you lecturing people still? Watch you on trolls. Your comment section has been people trying to help you. I don't know what you're doing. This is a logical fallacy from beginning to end. First off, me sharing my thoughts in a comedic manner, making a bit out of trolling the trolls, is me expressing something that I'm going through in the way that I best know how to do. This is my channel, and it's going to reflect my thoughts, opinions, and life experiences.
Oh, is this where he told them to go off themselves to the barrel of a loaded shotgun?
With that being said, I'm currently literally receiving hundreds, if not thousands, of messages every week telling me to off myself. Some of my real fans have also been getting the same treatment just for trying to defend me. In fact, one of my fans was recently harassed to such an extent that she had to deactivate her social media because the level of harassment was causing her to relapse and have thoughts of suicide. So this shit has been going way too far, okay? I live in the real world. The internet shit was never my main goal, but it happened to pop off during the pandemic, and now I'm doing my best with it. But at the end of the day, I exist in the real world. I live by the rules of the real world. I'm running multiple businesses. I now have a comedy club, a podcast studio. I make these videos for fun, and I'm going to make them however the fuck I want to make them for the audience that enjoys them. I have a vision, and I'm seeking to manifest that vision, and you can either be excited and want to come along with me, or you can complain. And honestly, if you're part of the latter, then I just feel bad for you because I don't give a fuck about your complaints. I don't care that you didn't like the background. I don't care that you saw some random flaw in a video that I made a couple of weeks ago. I am not here to make videos for the complainers. I am making videos for the people who support me. The people who support me on Patreon, link down below. The channel members, also link down below. I'm here to serve the people who love my content, not the winos with a misplaced sense of justice or ownership over my content, especially when all they do is watch my videos so they can bitch about it. In fact, if you're ever curious about who these winos are, just click on the profile of some of these people claiming to be fans in the comments and expressing concern. You can see their comment history. And from that, you will quickly find out that some of the people with the most opinions and criticisms about my content who present themselves as fans or former fans have never, in fact, actually enjoyed my content and are just jumping on the hate bandwagon to gain attention or whatever else motivates these trolls. Now, I don't make content for them. I make content for my fan base, the people who actually fuck with me. And this whole phase this channel is going through right now is really showing me the difference between fly-by-night fans and actual followers. You see, for a while, it was trendy to like me, to follow me. But that has changed to the polar opposite. Now it's a trend to hate and criticize me. In fact, many, many, many people have been making videos criticizing me for all sorts of things, which is fine. Make your paper. But this whole scenario has revealed to me who actually fucks with me and what my actual fan base cares about. And that's what I'm focusing on from now on. Damn, I hate Dennis's takes. He's like the worst of both sides. So don't watch my videos. Literally, no one is forcing you to watch my videos. Why do you even click on them? Folks, let me explain something to you. All of us are brought into this world for a limited time. In the grand scale of the universe, our existence lasts less than a blip on a radar. Does that make sense? The universe is billions of years old, constantly expanding at an ever-increasing rate for another billion of billions of years, meaning that our time on this earth, if we live to the average amount of years that an average human exists in this earth for, that's about 70 years, is less than a drop of water in the ocean. The ocean being representative of the billions of years in the universe. Now, with all that being said, if we are all in agreement that we have a limited amount of time on Earth, and that time is very finite and very short, then what the actual fuck are people doing, wasting their lives doing something they don't want to be doing? It makes no sense.
So the problem with this was he just like rat out, like told the fans that were also giving them like constructive criticism. He just told them to like, he just like told them to off. Or not to mess with him if you don't agree with him. Wow. Yeah, that's just hard to like take in. Imagine hearing that as a fan. Like, just because you don't agree with him, you're not one of his fans according to him.
No sense. If you don't like my videos and they really bother you that much, go watch something else that makes you happy. Go do something to fulfill your life. I'm here building my dreams. You see this wall behind me? It didn't exist 2 weeks ago. You see this space that I'm in? It wasn't mine 2 months ago. But I went out and got this place and had this wall built so I could fulfill my dreams. 3 years ago, I was on food stamps, buried in debt, tens of thousands of dollars in debt, relying mostly on favors to get by. And somehow, through a lot of hard work, I made it here. I didn't waste any time complaining. In fact, I barely slept. I didn't waste any time at all. So I hope that you also find the motivation to stop doing the things that make you unhappy and go out into the world and try to fulfill your own dreams, because time is far too short to waste hate watching someone you don't like. You can literally blink and it's all over. Genuine question, why does anyone still...
Like, they're not, the majority are not hate watching. Like, I guess he's kind of more self-aware now. I don't know, like, he seems to keep putting on the act. Like, I don't know what to believe.
Watch death anymore. This is a hilariously paradoxical comment. This person gave me engagement by clicking on my video and leaving a comment asking why people watch me. Clearly, I provide some kind of value to the audience that is left. People aren't only watching, they're also supporting my content financially. I'm very grateful for that. It's so incredibly telling that people automatically assume that just because it's trendy to hate on someone for whatever reasons that people want to drum up, that all of a sudden the value of my content is completely stripped. The value is still here. It will always be here, whether people are happy or unhappy with me right now. I'm going to keep making content, and it will keep getting incrementally better, just as it's been happening in the past 2 years. And not only will I bounce back from this downturn that I'm facing, but I'm going to come back even stronger.
That did not age well.
There is no other creator on this platform who is as prolific as I am with the level of production value that I deliver with my content.
There we go. There's the line. There's the grandiose line.
I know this because I've worked with multiple creators and brands behind the scenes. One of my many jobs before YouTube was creating content for YouTubers. Some of the creators that I helped currently have over 10 million subscribers. It's a lot of really successful people, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. With all that being said, it always amazes me how people see one side of you on social media and use it to base all their assumptions on who you are based on that one side. I'm much more than what you see online. And no matter how parasocial you may see your relationship with me, we don't know each other. Anyway,
Oh yeah, he started using like this whole kind of parasocial buzzword. I kind of felt he used it to be like a defense mechanism and not to like take responsibility and accountability.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for the long haul. And you can either come along on the journey and see all the cool things that I'm going to make for all of you, or you can just leave. I'm fine with it either way. I'm not here to be your dad. Maybe you're Zaddy, but I'm not here to baby you. I'm an entertainer. And it's not because you watched my content for however long you watched me or that you just clicked on your first video that you now own me for some reason. You most likely subscribed to me because you enjoyed something that I made. And I'm going to keep making stuff. And if you don't like it, change the channel. You have the remote at the tip of your fingers. Don't waste your life doing things that you don't like, that make you unhappy. Be happy. It's a miserable way to live otherwise. I used to like watching this guy, but I feel like he's using political views to get followers. You are one-sided, fine, but you also don't listen to other opinions. Sad. Look, I think it's pretty evident by now what part.
Yeah, like I think it's okay to be balanced, and if you got your own views, that's fine. But like the way they kind of retaliate is kind of ridiculous. Because if you don't agree with them, they just start throwing these like really heavy accusations towards you.
The political spectrum I fall in. I'm definitely not conservative. I'm on the left. I think everyone should have access to healthcare. Abortion rights should be codified. Universal basic income is a good idea. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? It often amazes me that people expect me to be a blank slate. They don't want me to have opinions or thoughts of my own. I don't know if it's social conditioning or just groupthink that makes people believe that you're not allowed to have an opposing opinion of some sort. I have always had these opinions. Maybe I wasn't sharing them as much, but I made an effort to start sharing them earlier this year. This is who I am and what I believe in. And if that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Like I said, you don't have to watch, or you can silently watch. Whatever floats your boat. But at the end of the day, I get hundreds of comments like this every week. At some point, you just have to realize that this is who I am. I am not going to stop being who I am just to serve you. And honestly, this whole idea that being on the left is getting me views, in fact, it's done the complete opposite, okay? My views have gone down since I started talking about politics. But like I said, I'm going to do it more often because it's what I believe in and it's my platform. I want to share things that I believe in strongly. Thirst trapping won't save your views. Ha 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 ha. This person is reacting to a community post I made, which I also made across my other social media pages. Now, how is a community post, which gets shown to less than a tenth of my audience, supposed to save my channel views? The logic in that comment just makes no sense. If I were trying to save my views by taking my shirt off, I would do it in a video. It just goes to show how the people who are the most vocal are usually not the sharpest tools in the shed, though they are tools. Now, with that being said,
Dude just described himself.
I have been taking my shirt off more often, and I just feel more confident in myself, so I've been wanting to share it. This is my social media. I can post whatever the fuck I want. You don't like it, go look for someone else who doesn't post their abs or whatever. I mean, I don't feel like I'm hurting anyone by doing that. I think you might benefit from a social media break. You look like you're losing yourself. This is the kind of parasocial behavior that's actually harmful. This person is projecting some really weird shit onto me. First off, I'm doing just fine. I'm literally the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. I just finished building my dreams. You see this behind me? I had this built. This didn't exist 2 weeks ago, not even 2 months ago. I had this built. I got to see it come together from scratch. Beyond from that, this is the first time in 2 years that I have a healthy sleep schedule. I'm going to bed around 10 p.m. and waking up at 5:30 every morning so I can exercise. I absolutely love this. I'm getting to collaborate with a bunch of funny people every single day. It's really the best that I've been in years. And the people around me know this. My family knows this.
Hold on. I'm not gonna, I'm not a health expert, but a lot of people saying, he's been having manic episodes. And I just wanted to, kind of tell, the... Yeah, some people said he has, I hate to say, psychosis, but he just has, a different, view of what his reality is. Yeah, I think he's had like he looks like he hasn't slept. Yeah, he talks more. It looks like that. He thinks a lot as well. Oh my god. Yeah, like he just like bought out like this place. He's losing like subscribers and he like bought like this whole place in LA. So I'm not saying it's that, but it kind of connects.
But it's almost like the minute you start exuding this confident, positive, and happy energy, people online immediately start saying, you have some type of mental illness. There's something wrong going. This person is too happy. They're too happy. They can't be this happy. It's almost inadequate.
Dude, you don't look happy. I'm sorry.
Being happy and fulfilled. Now, I'm very open about doing therapy. I talk about it all the time on my podcast. I've been doing therapy for the last 2 years. In fact, I've done multiple kinds of therapy. Just a couple of months ago, I did hypnotherapy. And it was the coolest shit I've ever done. It was truly amazing. I highly recommend it. So I was essentially doubling up on the therapy that I was doing for 4 weeks. Felt great. Still feels great. So all these people saying that I need to take a break, that I'm sick in the head, that I'm losing it, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, there are numerous people in my life, some of them mental health professionals, who I see constantly. And there's no difference between me today and me a year ago. All that happened is I'm sleeping more. So please, stop jumping to conclusions.
It looks like you haven't slept.
This shit's mad parasocial. You don't know me. I'm an entertainer on the other side of the screen.
Bro, stop using parasocial. Goodness sake. Yeah, it was like a start of a villain act, because then he wanted to be like America's bad boy. Well, that's what he coined himself as. Yeah, like you could see like the fans like absolutely do not like this. He doesn't take accountability. He cannot take it, unfortunately.
Screen. And I don't want to take a week off, okay? I love this job. I love doing this. Why would I stop doing something that gives me genuine fulfillment? You know Maslow's pyramid of needs? I'm at the very top of it. And you're asking me to get off the top and essentially live a less fulfilling life. That's not going to happen. The day that I don't want to make videos anymore, I'm just going to stop. Not because someone in the comments told me to stop, but because I just don't want to make videos anymore. And that's it. I have literally earned the right through the insane amount of work that I've done over the last couple of years to make whatever decisions I want in my life. And that's it. Just watch the video, enjoy the show, stop being parasocial. You don't know me. Nice shirt. Thanks for leaving Tiana out. I'm not at end a video. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. Please stop picking on my employees. Tiana wasn't in the video because she felt sick, okay? But she's going to be in the videos. I think she's very funny. Just leave people alone. Leave the people who are around me alone. Stop being so obsessive and parasocial about the people who I surround myself with. Do not develop brain bleed, Def. You're under too much stress and you need to take a break now. Now, this type of shit concerns me. I made a few jokes in the last video about getting a brain bleed. And here are people thinking I'm actually getting a brain bleed. Like, honestly, I don't even know what to do in this situation.
Dude, you just don't make like these like mental health jokes with no context. Like you just like spew out whatever on Twitter and people take that seriously.
Like, I don't have brain bleed, okay? I'm not taking a break. And please, stop taking my content so seriously. You will be seriously disappointed. I love this channel. He's finding his voice. And I don't give a single flying fuck what other opinions exist, frankly. See, these are my true fans. They even talk like me. These are my ride or dies. These are
Like a thing I noticed, he's like no parasocial, but he still wants people to just blindly agree with him.
the people who aren't gaslighting in the comments saying, I know him. I've been following him for years. Oh my God, he changed so much. No, these people know me. They're my ride or dies. They relate to the content, okay? My ride or dies appreciate the fact that I entertain them. And it's as simple as that. At the end of the day, I'm a comedian. I'm just here talking shit to distract you from whatever is going on in your life. That's it. Point blank. I'm not a news source. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a
You gotta be kidding me. So this dude just like reports on drama. He's like Keemstar. He reports on drama and he's like, I'm not a news source, but like the way he presents it itself is like a news source because he reports on drama and then he would just start calling people like all these like serious things. Like, dude, and then he wants to like shield behind being a comedian. I'm a comedian, not a journalist. Like the way he presents himself is like a journalist. Like when I saw like his show, I didn't even know he was a comedian. Like I thought it was like the opposite of Keemstar.
Debater. I'm not a master debater. Maybe a masturbator sometimes, but that's besides the point. Okay, all I do is a fucking joke. I'm a walking fucking punchline. Okay, I've explained this over and over again. My real ones get it. The people who don't are the same people who create these unrealistic standards that they want me to abide by, which honestly, it's just meant to constrain me creatively. And you're never going to be able to do that because there's one thing about me that everybody in my life knows is that I just can't stop. I've been creating like this since I was a little kid. It's never going to stop. If anything, it's just going to ramp up, which is exactly what's happening. I'm putting out podcasts 3 times a week. I'm traveling around the country filming events. I'm filming videos every single day still because I love this. It gets me fucking hard. There's nothing else. Not even fucking sex is as good as this shit. Okay? And I'm not even exaggerating. I fucking love this shit. There's absolutely nothing anybody can do to change my mind about it because it's in my bones. It's been in my bones since I was a little kid. Now, with all that being said, I want to once again thank the people who have actually been supporting me throughout this whole moment. Like I said, this really showed me who my true followers are. These past few weeks have really made it evident who is here because they want to watch me grow and who is here because they have some parasocial, weirdo, bullshit drama thing happening with them, okay? If you're the latter, I'm sorry, but you're not going to get what you're looking to get from this channel. That's why you've been getting more and more frustrated. I just don't give a fuck about your weird parasocial shit, okay? In the words of Charles Barkley, I'm not a role model. I'm just here to talk some shit.
Wow, damn, like the way he ended that one. And then people were like, oh, I'm gonna like, I'll see myself out. Wow. Yeah, just because he's like, if like, let's say one of your friends you're close with, like, it just shows like the bias, like with like these like top YouTubers, it just shows like their bias and how they don't like, they don't take accountability. They just let them get away with it. All right, let's follow up with the other one. So he addresses it, and then he makes this one. And after this one, we're gonna see Evangelina's when she went on like Twitter Space. Bro, I can't skip.
Check out the website for what you can do. Just remember, limited time to enroll. Healthcare.gov is here for you.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut and your mood will follow.
Bro, why are they
Welcome, folks.
sending
There
me
are
a
officially only
lecture
2
this
tickets
bad?
left to the roast. Only 2 tickets. Make sure you get them before they are gone. This is the first of many times that we are going to do a show like this, but you want to be here for the first one, okay? This is history in the making. You want to be a part of it. Welcome, folks. There are officially only 2 tickets left to the roast. Only 2 tickets. Make sure you get them before they are gone. This is the first of many times that we are going to do a show like this, but you want to be here for the first one, okay? This is history in the making. You want to be a part of it. We're having some great comedians from Los Angeles performing. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you get your tickets now because they are almost completely gone. Link down below. Anyway, folks, while there was a lot of support in yesterday's video, there were also a lot of people who seem to be completely missing the point. So I feel compelled once again to respond to comments to see if I can once and for all finally clarify any confusion about my stances that some folks may be experiencing. Full disclosure, I don't want to keep making videos like this, but I do want to clear the negativity out of my comments because I think that my real followers should not be subjected to the parasocial weirdness that some negative people are currently indulging in my comments. Anyway, let's get to it. Bruh, address why you're calling Papa Guy a PDF file when you're suing Keemstar for doing the same thing. Now, of course, this person is talking about a joke that I made on Twitter saying that Papa Gut looks like a pedophile, and then I created a shirt where I put a picture of Papa Gut crying on the internet about it on the shirt. Now, I've already discussed this for 6 hours in a Twitter space a few weeks ago. If you want to go ahead and listen to it, it's available on my Twitter, or you can just find a re-upload somewhere on YouTube. With that being said, I'll give you the abridged explanation right now. Saying that someone looks like a pedophile is not equivalent to accusing someone of being a pedophile. It is absolutely moronic and disingenuous to even imply that they are the same thing. It's not point blank. There is no room for discussion about this. There isn't a single person in the history of humanity who was ever charged or went to jail for simply looking like a pedophile. People don't get charged for looking like pedophiles. Now, some people may be saying, but you tagged the FBI in a valid web tweet. Yes, I'm sure the FBI is deeply investigating everyone who looks like a pedophile. They have binders worth of people who look like pedophiles that they're investigating. Yes, I'm sure that law enforcement in this country is taking a break from shooting unarmed black men to do actual investigative work about people who look like criminals. Now, as far as putting a picture of Papa Gut crying on a t-shirt, I explained this as well on the Twitter space, but here is the abridged version. I saw a short clip of him crying dramatically on his stream. I was in my office. Everyone was confused why this grown-ass man was crying on the internet after someone said that he looked like a pedophile. We thought it was humorous that anything of the sort would even happen. So I got a screenshot and I put it on a t-shirt. That's it. It was meant to be a grown man crying on a internet t-shirt. Nothing more, nothing less. Later, during the Twitter space, Papa Gut said that he was actually crying because of his wife's essay. Now, as I said, I had no idea because I don't watch his videos. I don't have time to watch a guy named Papa Gut pontificate for 30 minutes at a time about whatever. I have a business to run. I have a life outside of the internet, believe it or not. Like I said, I watched a brief clip on Twitter of what he was saying, and that was it. You can go back to the Twitter space and listen to the whole thing because I explained it. Now, if you listen to the Twitter space, I actually apologized for hurting Papa Gut's feelings on the Twitter space after finding out why he was crying. I also took down the post about the t-shirt during the space. Now, people have desperately been trying to draw a parallel between me saying Papa Gut looks like a pedophile to what Keemstar did to me. They are two very different things. I explained this in the Twitter space as well. I am in a lawsuit with Keemstar. However, I have explained this earlier this year in several videos, so I'm going to share with you once again what the difference is. Okay? I said that Papa Gut looks like a pedophile. Meanwhile, Keemstar straight up accused me of being a pedophile. Said there were victims and implied that I was threatening them.
What's the context of that one? I think I may be wrong, but I think Keemstar was also joking around with that. Honestly, I don't think you should be joking around with that because people like actually take it serious. Maybe like in the dinosaur era, in the before times of YouTube, you could actually like say stuff like that. Like I remember people would always like make edgy jokes. But I feel like in the current space that he's in, like you can't really like make jokes about that.
Them in order to silence them. These are two very different circumstances. Also, Keemstar is a news source who is known for outing pedophiles in the YouTube community. In fact, if you go through his replies, you will find hundreds of people actually believed the accusation he made against me was real. By contrast, you can go through the tweet where I said Papa Gut looks like a pedophile. You will find that no one actually believed that he's a pedophile based on me saying that he looks like one. Now, I don't know what else people want from me in this situation.
Bruh.
You can keep regurgitating these talking points all you want, but at the end of the day, I'm done talking about it.
You did the same as Keemstar.
It's over. If you don't like it, that's a you problem. Move on. This is my favorite video this month because it's nice to hear that Dennis is in a really good place and getting decent sleep. I don't really understand why so many people are still jumping to conclusions about everything and being hypercritical. Maybe groupthink, I guess. Someone says that your feedback isn't helpful and people are being harmed because of the pseudo-drama. Why would you continue to comment the same stuff? It makes it look extra malicious, but go off, I guess. This is what my actual fans think. They support me and they know that there's something weird going on. The channel has been getting brigaded for the longest fucking time. I don't know when it started or what caused it to happen, but there's a segment of fans that is absolutely resistant to any form of change, improvement, or growth on this channel. This very vocal minority will go out of the way to attack me and anyone who enjoys this channel. They are relentless. They don't want me and my actual fan base to win. They don't care about us. They've taken this channel hostage, and they are dead set on doing anything they can to destroy it. Well, here's the thing. I know who my actual followers are. I know exactly what they like and what they respond to. And as I said yesterday, I'm going to continue catering to them. My actual followers have seen me grow and go through a lot of different phases on this channel, and they know that this is just the beginning of a new phase. I know this for a fact because I interact with different segments of my fan base on a daily basis. I know who the fly-by-night fans are. I know who actually wants me to succeed and who doesn't. And that's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on my actual fan base, who values me as an entertainer and doesn't want to destroy me the second they disagree with me. I love my actual followers, and I am extremely grateful for their support throughout the years. Big down.
Because they don't disagree with me. God, man.
Fall of Onision vibes. Look, you can compare me to whoever you want, Onision, Shane Dawson, or whoever the fuck else you want to compare me to. I've been on YouTube for a small amount of time compared to them. It was never my goal to blow up on YouTube. It happened by accident. I was working on my half-hour special and getting cast in commercials when the pandemic canceled everything, and I focused on making content on YouTube, and then this happened. At the end of the day, no matter what you say in the comments, I'm going to keep saying what I think. I'm going to keep standing for what I believe in and making dope content every day. And you can either fuck with me or not. It's your life. Enjoy it, because I sure as hell am enjoying mine. The lack of self-awareness and the hypocrisy in this video is disturbing. So you essentially want to be able to say and do whatever you want, post it on the internet, and not receive feedback unless it's positive? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that I'm already doing and saying whatever the fuck I want and posting it on the internet. And I don't give a fuck about what anyone has to say about it. I'm just letting the winos like you know that you're complaining on deaf ears. I don't give a fuck about your complaints.
This is a meme I
The
made.
videos aren't made for the winos. They're made for my actual followers, the people who support me and stand by my side and want to see me grow. Bro, you literally said go educate yourself at the end of the barrel of a loaded shotgun to someone on Twitter. But you're the victim? I did in fact say that. However, what I didn't say was that I was any sort of victim. I may be on the left, but I don't subscribe to victim mentality. I think there are actual victims out there, but I am definitely not one of them. I have been blessed with opportunities that through a lot of hard work have guided me to the level of success that I currently have after years of failing at everything. So no, I'm not a victim. And yes, I did tell someone to go educate themselves at the end of the barrel of a loaded shotgun. And honestly, I think people should say that kind of thing more often to each other. Some people need to be told to go to fucking hell where they belong. Always be your authentic self, Dennis, because the true ones that get it will get it, and those that don't get it will never
Damn, like y'all pretty much go against your own belief.
forget it. So fuck them. We still love you. And I love my actual followers who have stuck with me this whole time. I love them and I appreciate them. All the kind, supportive messages that they send me. They may not be as vocal as the parasocial weirdos trying to hijack the channel with negativity, but I hear from them throughout the day, and it tells me that I'm doing the right thing. I'm being me. I've always been me, but I guess some people were just not really actually watching this whole time. I don't know. Nothing has really changed on the channel. I mean, when I played the cat in the Minecraft house, I used to literally scream at the top of my lungs the most egregious shit I could think of. Now it's a year later. I don't yell anymore. I'm scripting my videos. I've bumped up the production value.
Bro, look how woke he looks.
And things got more grounded, but I guess some people just couldn't take it, which is okay, but don't ruin the experience for everyone else. Like, go watch something else if you don't like it. Anyway, I want to thank again my actual followers, the people who fuck with me and who have always stood by my side. There are great things in the road ahead. Just on the podcast side, we're making some great additions to the show. We're going to start doing shows consistently here in the club. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to bring all of you who fuck with me along on this journey. I know I said yesterday that I'm not a role model, that I just want to talk shit, and while that is 100% true, and it has been true since the beginning of this channel, I also want to let you know that no matter what happens on this channel, I'm going to be 100% authentic with all of you always. So that's it. I'm not addressing this stuff again. If you don't like it, that's a you problem. Move on. The trolls feigning concern will not get me to fold to your will because I don't give a fuck about you. I don't make content for you. I make content for my actual followers. Now go bother someone else. Love you all. Peace. Since the beginning of this channel, I also want to let you know that no matter what happens on this channel, I'm going to be 100% off. I'm not addressing this stuff again. If you don't
Really got to him. It could have all been prevented if he just acknowledged and he was self-aware, but bruh, that is just weird. Oh yeah, hold on. I wanted to pull up that video.
Def Noodles has managed to get a lot of backlash from everybody and their mum. And if you haven't been paying attention, then you probably have a lot more peace in your life than I do. With all the controversy going around about him at the moment, I actually did get...
Bro, I kind of wish I would have joined that Twitter space. It probably would have been so interesting.
to speak to Def Noodles, and to be honest with you, I was a little bit disappointed with how the conversation went. Now, some of you may be a little bit confused as to what I'm talking about, so for those of you that are, let me just backtrack a little bit and give you a quick recap of what's been going on, like very brief. I'm not going to give you the full timeline of events today. I will do it in another video, but for now, what you need to know is that Def Noodles is a YouTuber. You probably know that. He does commentary news kind of videos, like drama stuff, YouTube drama news. And Papa Gut is also another YouTuber. Now they've had some beef for a while now, and I honestly hate saying that people have had beef because it's not really a phrase that we would use in Ireland at all. And to the point where, you know that song, the tell your boyfriend if he's got beef that I'm a vegetarian? I didn't get it. Like, I thought, cool line, but like, what's the beef bit in reference to? I don't know, I thought it had something to do with being manly. I didn't get it. But yeah, Papa Gut and Def Noodles have had beef for a while now. And recently, this has led to Def Noodles saying that Papa Gut looks like a P3DO, tweeting stuff about that and tweeting pictures.
Don't forget tagging the FBI, like the literal FBI, like, dude does not know that they actually look at that stuff.
Of a free candy van, saying that that's Papa Gut's van, and also saying that he was going to be selling t-shirts with a picture of Papa Gut crying on it, which even before I knew the context of this picture, I kind of just thought that's a bit of a thing.
Oh yeah, big
The Real, authenticated luxury from Gucci, Rolex, Prada, Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Cartier.
Do like, why are you gonna sell t-shirts with a picture of somebody else crying on it? Like, that's kind of weird. But as it turns out, there is more context to this picture. This was actually a picture of Papa Gut crying when he was retelling the story of his wife telling him about her very traumatic experience that she had that I won't go into now. But it was R-word essentially, so this just made the whole thing even worse. So a lot of people are not particularly happy about this. They're saying that Def Noodles is taking things too far. He's just being a bully essentially, and that the things that
he's always been a bully. I want to react to the Cables video like another day, but he's always been bullying people.
He's doing are not okay. And personally, I would have to agree, but you know, as I always say, that's just my opinion. Now, a little bit of extra context here that I was missing as well, because I never realized this, even though I've been following Def Noodles on Twitter for a while. Don't particularly watch his videos, but I do follow him on Twitter just as like a way to keep up quickly with like news and stuff. Apparently, he considers himself a comedian, and I never realized that his new stuff was meant to be comedy.
When I first saw his stuff, I didn't think that too. Like, dude thought just from the get-go we were gonna know that, but like, I do think he kind of addressed, like, some, that he was a comedian, but like, it wasn't, you know, how can I say it? It wasn't obvious. Like, it was so hard to tell because he would talk about like current events, politics, and all that stuff, and it just seemed like, you know, he was one-sided.
Where satire is meant to be satire. I didn't get that because it doesn't seem particularly funny. Like, not in a me trying to insult him kind of way and saying he's a bad comedian. I'm sure he's funny when he wants to be funny. However, I just don't see how tweeting about like news that will definitely change your life. Logan Paul swore in front of children. Like, where's the comedy?
There's no comedy.
Where's the funny bit? Where's the jokes? Funny. Where are the jokes? Like, statements are not really jokes, and I get that satire is supposed to be funny. However, I don't see the satirical nature of what Def Noodles is doing. That's just me. As you all know, I'm not funny, so so what do I know, really? But he seems to consider himself a comedian, so under that guise, he says that everything that he's doing is okay because it's jokes and it's comedy, or something of that nature. Are we all caught up with what's going on? Because that's about the briefest recap that I can give you, not going into every single detail, for you to understand what happens next. So, like I said, everybody has been mad at Def Noodles. And actually, before I continue, because I forgot to say it completely and utterly, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Would really appreciate that. And also, please, just if you think you're subscribed, double check, because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people from my channel and other people's channels. Don't know why, it just does that. And every time I ask people to check, I get like 5 comments going like, oh my god, I've been unsubscribed. YouTube, what are you doing? Anyway, thank you, let's move on. So yeah, everybody was mad, especially on Twitter, because Twitter is just madness and anger and anguish, and it's just like, I don't know what it is about Twitter.
It's like a hellscape of its own.
want somebody to study it and figure out why everybody is so angry. Why is everybody so angry on Twitter? I don't get it. But he decided to host a Twitter space, which is just like a Discord chat. I don't know how to explain it. There's probably a better way to explain it, but it's essentially just like a chat thing where there's a couple of speakers. The person who makes the space can choose the speakers, and then there's like an unlimited amount of listeners. So he did one of those. Obviously, he was a speaker. And there was a couple of other speakers coming in and out. There was a lot of people in there watching and speaking. Like there was a load of T channels, there was other big YouTubers, there was Keemstar, which if you know, there is a lawsuit going on between Keemstar and Deaf Noodle, so that was like a big thing. And a couple of people in the commentary sphere, just a lot of people in general, even like big YouTubers that have nothing to do with commentary, like Jessie Smiles was there and Emily Artful was there at some point, so it's just a lot of people there. I was also there. Hi, hello. I missed the first half because I saw it pop up and I was like, I don't want to watch that, and then halfway through I decided to watch it. It was 6 hours long. 6 hours long. I do know people actually just like live stream for that long.
Why is it that he would take 6 hours long just to describe a joke? Like, bro already got caught red-handed and he thinks he could get away with it.
So, and I've live streamed for that long, so it's not that big of a deal. However, it was 6 hours long and it didn't finish till 5 in the morning my time. 5 in the morning. I was so tired, and I was supposed to get up in like an hour to get ready and go to the gym and go live my life and do my day, and then none of it happened because I was too tired from listening to Deaf Noodle speak. But at some point I did get to speak to him, and I had some questions to ask because people were getting picked as speakers and were asking questions, and I just wanted to know how he felt about all this. Like, just straight out tell me and tell everybody, does he think he's done anything wrong? Does he think he's taken his jokes too far in relation to this stuff with Papa Gut, or does he not? It's a pretty simple question, and I didn't load it in any way to be like, you've done terrible things, admit you've done something wrong. I just wanted to know. And his response was, like I said, disappointing. So here it is. Right, come here then, let me ask you. So, to be honest with you, this whole thing has just gotten so convoluted, and you're
Whenever heartburn strikes,
basically, like, not to be rude, but just genuinely, you're kind of talking yourself into circles here with semantics of like, this is what I meant and this was my intention and I'm a comedian and this is that. So just like, yes or no, do you actually think that you have done anything at all wrong? Either way, like, just what do you think?
I mean, that's like a huge, broad statement. Do I think I've done anything wrong? Like,
in this situation?
In this situation, I've outlined my intentions. I was joking. I mean, if jokes hurt people's feelings, then that's what it is. If he wants to reach out to me via DMs, I've already said, he wants to come on here, we can have a conversation and talk this out. Like, I just had Kat on. She just explained what she was thinking. Keemstar was on earlier. I'm not opposed to conversation. I'm clearly here. I've been on here for hours at this point. So anybody can join, they can talk. That's that. That's what it is right here, right now. This is what we're doing. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's grand. Like, obviously, you're having people on, you're talking to them, and like, maybe your opinion will change. But I mean, in this current moment, is your opinion that in this situation you've done anything wrong? And if it's not, then you don't think you did.
Making a pretty broad and blanket statement. Have you done anything? What's the wrong thing?
Like, do you think you've gone too far with your jokes in this specific situation with Papa Gut? Do you think you took it too far?
All the time. I mean, I've done shows where I tell a joke, people are laughing. Another minute, I tell another joke, and they don't laugh. Then maybe I went too far. I mean, there was one time I was getting heckled. And usually people are on your side when you get heckled, and they were. I started cracking jokes at this guy who was heckling me because he started talking about his wife and stuff, and I thought it was weird. So I cracked jokes, and then it got to a point where I said they were going to get divorced, and everybody was like, oh, you know. So I guess what point? You crack enough jokes, you're going to cross the line. It's just what it is, you know?
I get that, but it just feels like in every way you're just kind of trying to talk around it. And like, honestly, if you don't think you've stepped over the line or whatever, that's fine if you don't think that you have. But it feels like, I don't know, you're just trying to avoid saying that, or you're trying to avoid saying one way or the other just to like wait and see what happens. And
so how, this is something you've repeated. You said that you think I'm talking around it. So how can we get to the core of the issue?
Well, mainly if I'm talking about this one specific question, do you think you took it too far? You start talking about intention and comedy and this and that. Like, it's a very simple question. Do you think you took it too far, or do you not think you took it too far? Like, let's take, for example, the t-shirts. Do you think the t-shirts were too far? Because I personally do.
Here's the thing. That's it. That's your interpretation of it. I may ask someone else, and they may think that I didn't take it far enough. My job isn't to judge how far I go. It's to go. Other people say, you've gone too far. That's how it works in my business. That's how it works. That's how it works with comedy. That's, you know, people are, it's reactions. So you think I went too far. We may ask somebody else, they may think, dude, you didn't go far enough. So the line isn't for me to decide. From what I decide is, do I go to it? How far do I go? Where does it end?
I don't know why he had such a hard time answering this question. Like, I don't know what he thought was going to happen if he gave a clear answer. Like,
it's the fact he kept running back for 6 hours for me.
Like, it was such a politician's answer, and like I was joking, like, I think I'll put up the tweets if I can. I said, like, me, can you please answer this yes or no question? Def noodles, lorem ipsum, blah 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 blah. And somebody else did the same thing, but with to be or not to be, that is the question. And honestly, like, I even started off the question saying, you're going around in circles here, because he was for a lot of people's questions, not just mine. You're going around in circles not answering stuff, saying, oh, well, it's comedy and this and that, but you're not being very clear and direct. Like, do you think you've done something wrong? Or do you not think you've done anything wrong? Either way, what's your answer? And he just wouldn't answer it. And then Stephen in that also, like, afterwards kind of tried to make it sound like I was saying, you've done terrible things, admit it, which obviously from what you could hear was not what I was saying. Now, I don't know if he was purposefully trying to misconstrue it or frame it in that way, or if he genuinely just misunderstood. I don't know either way, but I'll let you listen to that bit as well. And yeah, somebody actually did say, no, Evangelina didn't say that. And so did I.
Man, this has been great.
Bro, freaking Steven. Oh my god.
This has been fun. It feels like the conversation, it keeps going back to just people losing the context of what happened and you acquiescing to you doing wrong. And I think that's fucking really ill that people are taking it in that direction. Don't acquiesce to shit.
You think
you're gonna make a husband, Steven.
You think I acquiesce, Steven?
No, I think they're trying to get you to, and I'm telling you, keep doing, man. Like, I don't care, bro. We gonna keep running this. Like,
Dude, we all up though, and the point is that when you up, you gotta admit up. Like,
yeah, but that goes with the people that are involved. Like, we invited Papa Gut into the chat. There's all the Papa Gut apologists in here trying to get Dennis to acquiesce. He said he would talk to Papa Gut. Okay, it's over. It's done. The conversation should be done. Wait till they talk.
It happened on the internet, though. We all have thoughts.
I find it funny that his fans are like legit harassing me now and calling me Dennis Ryder.
Right. That's crazy. I got hit.
Because that's exactly what y'all are. Y'all are just leeching off of him for clout.
Fans hit me up. I've never heard of the dude, and it's like everyone in the room is okay. Dennis, we get you. You're being funny. You're being a comedian, but would you just admit that you crossed the line? Well, would you? Well, no. Like he said, he jumped on the bomb.
Evangelina asked if you feel you did mess up or you didn't. She just wanted to know. She didn't make him, like, that wasn't a forced question. That's
honestly, they're both annoying me. Like, I don't have any not impartial. I don't have any kind of views either way. I just want to know what they both think about the situation. Like, I don't have any favorites here. I'd never heard of Papa Gut before in my life, and Def Noodles I've watched about like 3 videos, so that's about it. I just want to know, like, if he thinks that he's done anything wrong or not. Either way, I don't actually care what his opinion of himself is. I just want to know what it is.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Near the very end of the Twitter space, before they gave their like final words, because Papa Gut did come in at the end and they were talking for ages, and obviously nobody really wanted to interrupt that, although moderators had to be brought in because they just kept speaking over each other. It was a mess. But yeah, at the very end of that, like, I asked because I was genuinely curious as to his explanation of this, because like I said, to me, just saying you look like a P3DO, that's not like a joke, not in like, because I do, like, I'm one of
okay, so we got PDF file and P3DO. Okay.
Those people that believe that you can joke about almost anything, but it's not that I'm saying like this is just a horrible thing to say. I just don't see why it's funny. Like, surely a joke is supposed to be funny. Like, where's the funny part? Where's the humor? So I asked Def Noodles, what makes this a joke?
The thing is, he says these things and then he uses the jokes to shield.
And he actually did manage to answer that question.
Could I just interject really quickly? Because I just think it would be conducive for you to just explain what made that a joke, what made the joke a joke, because I don't claim to understand comedy. I don't. I'm not funny in any way. So explain to me and the people who don't understand what makes that a joke and not just a shitty statement.
Of course. There is such a thing as labeling jokes. Joke is a genre of jokes that typically used in improv and in roasts to label something or
yeah, music brings people together, and I think the cool part about music.
God, man. Could you imagine
certain things?
Could you imagine doing this much deflecting? Oh my god, I couldn't even.
So by saying like one of the roasts there is roast jokes is one of my friends like said this joke. Like they said it at a roast. It's like the video has like 5 million views on YouTube. You can probably look it up. It was at the stand. So she essentially says that the guy she's roasting, looks like Santa Claus who hit at a mall. That's a labeling. That's essentially saying that he's the. He looks like Santa Claus. So that's a labeling. So that's the kind of jokes we get at roasts. So what I essentially did was that type of joke. It was a labeling joke. So it was more on the nose than something left up for you to come up to that conclusion. But that's what made it the joke. It was
Why was that a joke and not what Keemstar says now that he says it's a joke, though? Wasn't it just a labeling? No, but he says he was joking. So if he had comedian in his bio, would that have meant that none of it would have mattered?
I mean, I can't litigate what's going to happen, right? Like this whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that.
Well, I mean, it's relevant to the conversation since it shows an incredible cognitive distance between the way they interact with me and the way Keemstar interacts with you. But I understand why you can't talk about it because you have litigation.
Let me just finish talking real quick. I explained this earlier to the best that I could explain it, okay? And you're free to go back and listen to the difference between my statement and his statement, okay? I explained it very plainly. I walked you through it. This is maybe the 5th time that I explained it in this whole thing. There's a very big difference.
Like, I accept his answer in that I am aware of, like, that kind of comedy. I did grow up listening and watching stand-up. Listening stand-up? Oh my god, my English, Jesus Christ. Watching stand-up. I love stand-up. But I will say, like, I don't understand how to construct a joke. I don't understand, like, the back end of comedy. I don't know how you'd say that. I'm just a user. I'm not a developer. I don't know. So maybe there's something to it I don't get, but to me, I just still, even with his explanation, don't really get why it was funny. I get theoretically why it would be a joke, but if nobody's finding it funny, like if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around here, it doesn't make a sound, and if Def Noodles makes a joke and nobody laughs, is it still a joke? Like, I don't know. Tell me what you think, honestly. Am I overthinking this part of it? I feel like I probably am, but you tell me what you think about this. I wanted to add one more thing, though, as well, is that now Def Noodles is saying that he's going to be doing roast battles. He's built what he's calling a comedy club in his office in LA, and he's inviting people to go there and, like, roast each other, roasting, that whole thing. It kind of died off for a while, although I did, I enjoyed some of it when it used to be on Comedy Central and stuff, although I've never, like, been to an in-person thing, whatever. But he's flying over people, like, he's offering to fly over YouTubers who have
Don't worry, it bombed.
more than 250k subscribers, which some people are mad about that, but like I do kind of get it. Like, you're not going to pay to fly over anybody. Like, that doesn't make sense financially. You'd want to be flying over people who it's going to make a financial return, like you're going to make enough money off of it from the live streaming of that. However, I have like 70 something thousand subscribers, right? So I don't meet the threshold. However, I still think that Def Noodles should fly me over to LA to roast him. And let me tell you why. Let me give you my argument for this. Because I have no background in comedy. He does. I do not consider myself a comedian or even remotely funny, but he does. So I wager that if he were to fly me over to LA for a roast battle, I could study up the art of roast comedy and still be funnier than him by the time that I got there through my own research with no background and no experience in comedy whatsoever. I truly think that in that limited time, I could become funnier than him. So this is a challenge. I need all of you to let Def Noodles know that I am challenging him to this. He's probably still going to either not see that or ignore it, because who am I? However, this is an official challenge. So Def Noodles, if for some reason you ever see this clip, I think...
The thing is with the roast, it's just a bunch of strangers, and like the only defense mechanism they try to use was like attacking looks and making like weird innuendo jokes. No, not innuendo. It was like straight up blatant. Yeah, it was blatant. And it was just like I don't even know, because I don't know where it was going either way. Like, it was just going at random circles, and it was just like awkward. Like, it was just an awkward ambiance.
Think you should fly me over to LA, even though I don't meet the requirements sub-wise, because I will learn the art of roast comedy and be funnier than you, even with a limited time period to learn it. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Do let me know what you thought about everything that I said in it. And yeah, I was very disappointed, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get a straight answer to my question. And I still don't know why he couldn't just answer it like it was a yes or no question. It's not...
Well, you could probably still roast him in like the other shows, because he's still doing that.
Not really that complicated.
But like, I think this time none of the YouTubers showed up, but I think the one next week he is.
You can even just say, I don't know, haven't decided yet. Like, that's a good enough answer, you know? Anyway, though, yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. Please do all of that. It really does help me out when you do all of those interacty, engaging things. If you want to support the channel, then there is a Patreon or there's YouTube memberships. You can find the links to both of those in the description. You do get extra benefits, things like podcast blooper reels, extra posts, pictures, things.
Yeah, I'm gonna give like a W on that one, because could you imagine like 6 hours just like having to deal with all that stuff? Like, goodness sake, dude. Alright, so I know I was streaming more of serious topics. I think I just kinda got here. I just wanted to go over like the Corny Kenshin situation. Since we were kinda on the topics of, I guess, politics. And I wanna also use the witty on one as well.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are
Okay, this is on number 3 trending. So yeah, I'm like really happy about this video
happening.
Because you know, he's pretty a chill out guy, like pretty G-rated. It might show like the horror games, but he still keeps it, you know, family oriented. So I don't know why Susan's minions are acting the way they do.
Allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the 3 options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's videos.
By the way, yesterday I wanted to talk about this video, but I guess I lost the track of time and I forgot about it. So I'm kind of glad that I'm reviewing this right now.
No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Corey, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression. And I'm just going to leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Corey, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal. I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it. Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh, great, this is awesome. Look, Corey, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video, and they used that to verify my innocence. So I sent my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play, there was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted in the first place? Number two, who was the human reviewer, because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal, who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision? My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10, 15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm #1 trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was #1 trending for like a week? They copyright strike me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again, and I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding, I'm #1 trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views, he's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video. I say, no way did they do that. I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted. They got caught with their pants down. They got called out, and then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa, okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't going to like talk about this, make a video about it? You realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube. You realize how unfair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before? They saw that I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on, so then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip, and then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my peers? My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people around my level, around my view count, just to keep it simple. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times. And every single time I start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity, here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the mortuary assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now I realize that when you call someone a racist, that's a very, very serious accusation. And for that matter, how do you expressly prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat. How do you really know? And admittedly, I cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video, and it can be the same exact video, and they restrict the black person's video, but not the white person's video? I feel I've been mistreated for a long time. I mean, even when we hit 10 million subscribers, and I was supposed to get my diamond play button, and there was no correspondence, these situations always coincide with an uptick of growth. And it always just comes off like, we can't let this black guy get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times, and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad told me, if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that, no problem. But to me, you know what comes off? It comes off whenever Corey Kenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games. Like, I literally... This is the YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems with. I believe there is some racism involved within the policy team, and YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators. You know, log out of YouTube. Log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites. Count how many are black. Count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. And do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? Oh, yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about you save all that YouTube black, all that fake patronage, all that fake pandering that you guys do? And when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, oh, we got to age restricted. And then, oh, no, he's on to us. Okay, we got to age restrict them both. Fake! It's fake. That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. You know, in the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay on the things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I going to upload it? You know, I worked hard. I built this community from the ground. It's taken me over a decade to do. And I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable? I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and I learn. But when you start, like, when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm like getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation. But that's just what it is. Now, if my YouTube channel gets shadow banned, or they, like, you know, they start like not sending my videos out to my subscribers, or you know, a couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos, we know why. We know why. I mean, those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control all of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this. But as one of the biggest black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.
Yeah. Okay, so when I watched that, it really hit hard. It was you know, you could feel like the frustration in Corey, and that's what I was feeling just like listening to this. And I just want to sit down and digest this, you know, as it is. And yeah, it still is. It's like hard to not to process, but just to like take in, because Corey's like the nicest YouTuber you could have. Like, you could see how much he cares about his fans. How he tries to like, his humility is like next level, and he's always like showing how grateful he is, and like the fact that Susan's little like lackeys, her little simps, like do stupid stuff like this says a lot. And I've been like joking around like Susan that she well, her team basically just lets her little minions run around and do whatever they want. And I think it was like about to happen whenever, like there was going to be a breaking point when we like always deal with YouTube doing all these stupid things, but there was going to be a point where like enough is enough. And I think, you know, this was like the best time, because we can't like just continue with this. But yeah, man, shout out Corey. Like, this is like you know, there's like a risk when you talk about this stuff, but he'd rather like I feel like he wouldn't feel comfortable being on YouTube if he has to keep dealing with Susan's minions. And I think enough is enough. I think he rather just like go with this like full on than just like kind of live with like the feeling that, you know, YouTube is gonna find a way to like slow you down. So yeah, man, this is a really important video in my opinion. I also yeah, you guys could check this out. You know, it's Corey Kenshin. Like, this broke headlines. I know it was number 3, but it was number 1 for a bit. And you know, this broke ground. Made like, I guess it made mainstream, but like it just shows you how powerful, and he uses like his platform for like improvement. And I think just living in this like fear, and I think since like company culture in general is just to live in fear, and just deal with it. But you know, I always make these jokes on Susan, but like when enough is enough, it's enough. Okay, I wanted to look at Jigong. Or Whittion. Yeah, this one. He also addresses how
Did you know Tim Michaels pledged to cut millions from public schools?
We're already throwing so much money at education.
He'll drain classrooms and gut school funding. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Save 20% off your purchase and get 20 months interest-free financing during WGNR's Labor Day sale.
We're gonna go back. So I'm not gonna lie, for the most part, my main channel, we're Gucci, man. We're Gucci on the main channel. I'm not gonna lie, kind of surprised, but can't complain about the main channel. But you guys might not know this, but I low-key love my second channel more than my main channel. And what I mean by that is I love the main channel, but the main channel is work. I have to work on it. It's, you know, I never get to really relax with the main channel. I have to always think of new ideas, gotta travel. Bro, I don't know if you guys realize this, but sitting on 14, 10-hour plane rides just to record parts of videos is really taxing on your body, bro. But I love it, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. But the thing I love about the second channel is I get to just sit back, relax, talk to you guys real time. So that's why I love my second channel.
Yeah, I like live streaming because I feel like it's a bit more personal. You know, there's none of this hiding, and I just, you know, express things in a more balanced manner.
And then YouTube just started messing with it, man. YouTube just started messing with it out of nowhere. So I'm gonna tell you guys where all these strikes came from. This strike right here came from a Jubilee video I reacted to, right, chat? It was the Rating Guys by Body video, right? So a bunch of different people reacted to the video. I mean, a bunch of different people reacted to that exact same video that I did. I can't find the exact same video, but I looked it up the other day. It's still up. It's just Jubilee does so many. But mine was the only one. Rating Guys by their body. Mine was the only one that got a strike. I got a straight up strike. So when you get a warning, your video's gone. Your video's gone, and this warning can never go away. So I'll never get another chance to get another warning again. So that's basically my first strike. My second strike, what I got was I was reacting to Skeeter Jean's video, and basically he was exposing a pedo, right? But his video was still up, so I was like, okay, so it's good to react to. I reacted to it and everything. The reason why my video got striked was because Skeeter had left the dude's number in the video. So Skeeter, this isn't me trying to get Skeeter in trouble, but Skeeter's Jean's video is still up with the dude's video. But since my video had his number in there, which the number doesn't even work anymore, they deleted it, and I got a strike, and they said that was harassment and cyberbullying. First off, I feel like any predator should be cyberbullied until, you know, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I feel like they deserve it. But in this case, it wasn't even me cyberbullying. It was in the original video. So I got a strike for that. So these two strikes, I said, okay, YouTube, you got it. And what's crazy about this strike right here is if you guys remember when we did the phase rug stream, the reason why my stream ended was because I got this strike here. But I said, okay, YouTube, it is what it is. This strike right here, chat, this is the strike that took the cake. Oh my gosh, I was pissed.
You know what? I'm gonna look at my YouTube. Like, I don't know what its current strikes are, because sometimes I get like copyright like infringements, but yeah, I gotta check on that.
So as you guys can see, this is what YouTube had to say. Our team has reviewed your video, and unfortunately, we think it violates our sale of regulated goods and policies. We remove the following content from YouTube. So basically, YouTube prohibits content that promotes or links to sites that allow for online gambling or betting. So I can't even say the name of the site, but it's the site that Aiden plays on. If you guys know what site Aiden Ross plays on, then you know what I'm talking about. It's the one that Nelk promotes. It's the one that the UFC promotes. It's the one that Drake promotes. I got a strike because all I did was react to a video that was saying why gambling was bad. And throughout the entire reaction, I didn't even react to the whole video because I got bored midway. We didn't even post a clip of it. This was in the main live stream. That's why I don't show the live streams. You guys wonder why I always private the live streams? Because I don't know what YouTube will strike. So I have to get rid of the live streams. But YouTube gave me a strike for literally reacting to a video talking about why gambling was bad because they thought I was promoting gambling. So I freaked out. I got the strike at like 3 a.m. I said, okay, it's all good, YouTube. Made an appeal. Throughout the video, I continuously said gambling was bad. And the original video is still up. I can see, I wasn't even mad. I said, I can see how this could be a mistake, right, YouTube? It means they didn't even review it. Either someone just said, nope, that was bad, and they deleted it, or I don't know, but no one looked at that video. Nobody. And look at this, chat. The video's still up. The puppets of online gambling. I'm scared to even, bro, chat, me even showing this thumbnail could potentially put my channel at risk. So I started freaking out. I called my YouTube rep, and I was talking to him. My YouTube rep is amazing, man. I love my YouTube manager. He does a great job. Even he was like, yeah, bro, this is crazy. So we were talking, and he said, I'm going to talk to the policy people. We're going to try to get it taken care of. I'm out filming a video, right, chat? I'm in Washington, D.C., working on a very, very dope, some very, very dope content that you guys are going to see soon on the main channel. I get a call back from him. He lets me know, hey, man, they haven't given me a response, but I'm not going to lie. It's looking bad. Because when he basically told them, hey, this shouldn't be there. Their excuse was because I said the name of the gambling site that they will most likely not reinstate the video. Bro, chat, I was in the middle of a Walmart freaking out. I was pissed. Like, I promise you guys, I've never been so pissed in my life. Respectful I was. Currently got a strike on YouTube for promoting gambling when I've never gambled in my life. And the video I reacted to was a hit piece on why you shouldn't gamble.
Oh,
now my
yeah,
channel
yeah. I remember seeing him on Instagram. He made like a post about this.
One strike away from almost getting deleted. Currently freaking out. This is me being nice, chat. I put the nice emojis behind it and everything, but chat, I was freaking out because I don't know if you realize this, but if my second channel gets terminated, not only is the second channel that I love, the extra content that I give to y'all is gone, but also, if you have a channel terminated on YouTube, you cannot have any other channels. So since my second channel and my main channel are connected, my main channel is going to get connected. So 2 of my major sources of income could have been gone just from some straight up BS from YouTube. This is the original video that was up. It's still up on YouTube. This is Osman Gold. Osman Gold, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's a very popular Twitch streamer, right? Me and him, we follow each other on Instagram and Twitter. Cool dude. This is on his YouTube channel. His reaction, still up. This is Hassan. His reaction, still up. And guess who else's reaction was still up? Pokemon's reaction was still up. 4K, right here. I literally sent this to my YouTube rep, and I said, bro, you gotta look at it like this. How are 3, and there was other creators too, videos still up. How are all these other creators' videos still up, clipping this video that YouTube deemed as promoting gambling? But then mine, when I didn't even A, react to the full video, B, it was literally just in an 8-hour live stream, and then C, throughout the entire reaction, I was detesting gambling, because I think gambling is a horrible thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I have been in talks with Steak, but then I knocked back to my senses, and I was like, you know what, I can't work with Steak, man. Like, that goes against my morals, because a lot of you guys are kids, and I don't want you guys out here just gambling. So, and then I had to just create another shitstorm on Twitter, and I had, this is, you know what's crazy, chat? This is what happened. The Team YouTube, I had to add Team YouTube. You guys added Team YouTube for me, right? Team YouTube responded on my Twitter. They didn't even respond. They sent an automated message telling me to submit an appeal, and they would get right to it. So I had to reply nicely under that and say, ha ha ha, I did. You guys reviewed my 20-minute reaction.
Make the biggest hit in the game with Field Sense.
Hi, we're All Modern. We sell modern furniture and decor. Here, everything has a purpose and a
in 3 minutes and automatically denied it. And guess what Team YouTube support did? They deleted their tweet and then
oh my god. Dude, YouTube like tries to like hide behind, like they can't like admit fault, and they just try to like they run with their tail tucked behind.
Actual person tweeted at me and said, "We're right on it. We're right on it." I couldn't believe it, chat. I couldn't believe it. Team YouTube support deleted their tweet and said, "We're on it." So I understand completely where Corey's coming from, man. And I really hope that, because Corey's one of the biggest black creators, man. If his point can't get across to YouTube, there's no one black on this, unless maybe a white creator stands up for us. But, you know, I'm not gonna say a white creator won't, but you know what? Corey's standing up for us black creators, man. And if they won't listen to him, we're doomed. But there's no way that we can't, there's no way that we can't, they won't see this. They have to see this. And there's another thing I want to leave. Exactly. Bro, I look at these videos that Susan does on other creators' videos as branching out to other communities on YouTube. Bro, I think it's a wonderful thing that she will sit down and talk to other creators on their channel. It's not going on the YouTube channel. It's not going anywhere else. It's going on the creator's channel. I think that's an awesome thing that should be commended. But YouTube isn't only just white people. We have black people, we have Asian people, we have Hispanic people, we have Native Americans. We have so many other different races that love this platform. And to see that these other races aren't being able to talk to the CEO of YouTube is very disheartening. Like, yeah, chat, I watched Ludwig's interview, and I watched Penguin's interview. I didn't watch Anthony's interview, and I didn't watch the Game Theorist interview, Map Hat. But I want to see what Susan has to say about the black side of YouTube. And I'm pretty sure there's Asian YouTubers want to see what Susan has to say about the Asian side of YouTube. And I'm pretty sure there's Hispanic YouTubers, viewers that want to see what Susan has to say about the Hispanic side. So that's what I'm trying to say, chat, is, yeah, we got Black YouTube Month, YouTube Black or whatever it's called. Yeah, we have that. Yeah, we have the spotlight. Yeah, YouTube hit me up on Twitter in February. Yeah, cool. But YouTube, we don't care about that. We don't care about YouTube Black. We don't care about you adding us in the month of February. What we care about is that we all have the same opportunity as our peers. Ludwig doesn't do his job any better than I do, and I don't do my job any better than Ludwig does. We do our job the exact same, and we bring different things to your platform. That's why YouTube is so great, because what I lack, Ludwig has. And what Ludwig lacks in, that's what I have. That's what we need, diversity, and that's what YouTube has. But our commanders-in-chief at YouTube have to show love to everybody else. All right, chat, that's the end of my rant.
Big W.
That's
yeah, man. Bro, I like the takes Whittion, I'm sorry, has been on. Like, they've been on point as of lately. Oh yeah, I want to edit my comment because I don't want it to make it seem like I'm saying, oh, it's a W what YouTube is doing. No, YouTube is taking the L. Yeah, they've been on point lately. I just like I know some people might not like Gideon for his prank videos, but when it comes to like serious topics, he really tries to go in deep with it. And he has like the best kinds of response as well. So yeah, and this one also got some good amount of views. Hopefully more people could see it. I want to see Charlie also talks about this as well. And this is the one I wanted to see. And they got to 1 million as well. Oh, it's number 1?
With French is so bright, classic Cuban smoothies, barbecue or roast beef. French's mustard creamy too.
Make it classic or now smooth and creamy. French's, flavor on.
How has joint pain affected your ability to be a caregiver?
It slows you down.
Yesterday, a very popular YouTuber named Corey Kinchin posted an absolute bombshell of a video accusing YouTube of some awful things and explained the whole situation that led to the claims, and he does not hold back. The gloves were off and the chef's hat was on because he
bro, I'm on point with everybody. You know, I'm on this crusade with them as well.
Started cooking their ass. Now, of course, it's not unusual for a YouTuber to make a video criticizing the platform. It happens every day because YouTube is a company that very, very rarely gets anything right, so it's constantly catching more shit than a Walmart toilet, and rightfully so. But even with hourly uploads of everything wrong with YouTube, the problems that Corey Kinchin highlights are some that I haven't ever really even seen discussed before. The video is titled YouTube Racism and Favoritism, and it was actually the #1 trending video all day yesterday, and right now it's the #2, which means this is the front page of YouTube. This is the #1 video on YouTube, so I bet they're thrilled about that. Corey Kinchin has over 14 million subscribers, so this is a video that carries a lot of weight.
You guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the 3 options, YouTube.
It's a pretty aggressive intro, but he is rightfully upset about unfair treatment he's been experiencing. So after going through what he's gone through, he believes that there's only really 3 possible conclusions to draw from it, where it's either YouTube policy team playing favorites, members of the policy team being racist, or some combination of the two. Now, before getting into the specifics of the situation, I'd like to say I think most people have been aware of favoritism on YouTube for quite a while. You know, it's not exactly like a Krabby Patty secret formula. It's not hush hush.
Twitch and YouTube have this like nepotism fetish, dude.
I think everyone has recognized that there is some level of favoritism on the platform. I mean, there's even that viral video from a few years ago where the CEO of YouTube said to Juice WRLD that they need to pump his numbers up, which indicates artificial growth. It means that they have at least some capability of boosting channels, whether that's through the algorithm and pushing it to more people, or just inflating it themselves for channels they deem worthwhile and good for business. And the inverse is likely true, where they can hide channels they think are problematic and bad for business. So favoritism is something that people have been loosely aware of for a long time. And also when it comes to, you know, mainstream media sources, like late night show hosts have much more leeway than an average YouTuber. They can say and do a lot of things that get normal YouTubers demonetized or age restricted or straight up striked. And that doesn't apply to the big boys in the scene. So favoritism is something I think most people know exists on YouTube. That's not like a conspiracy theory. However, the claims that Corey is about to make against the YouTube policy team in regards to racism are pretty interesting.
August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected.
This isn't the whole situation, it's just the beginning. I already want to talk about something in particular though, the appeal system. Corey mentions that after appealing he was denied, rejected pretty quickly. That's the norm. I can count on one hand the amount of times I've ever even heard about an appeal being overturned. That just never happens. The only time an appeal doesn't lead to rejection is when you make a trending hashtag about it on Twitter. You make a big hoopla on Twitter, and then YouTube will go to your appeal and, you know, make it in your favor. But if you don't do that, if you don't stir up a shitstorm and start throwing sand in YouTube's face on Twitter, they won't bother. I'm very confident that there is no human being in the review process for appeals. In fact, I would wager my anal virginity that there is no human being that looks at appeals. And if I'm wrong, then I fully invite the YouTube policy head to come raw dog me. I am so fucking confident that there is no human being that looks at those appeals, because they always, almost always, in rejection and standing with the initial decision, even when it's blatantly wrong. The algorithm makes mistakes, but the appeal is supposed to bring a human being into the equation to look at it, investigate the case, and decide whether or not it was an algorithmic error or a correct enforcement. And there are times where it was just outright incorrect, just outright wrong, and they will still stand with that decision. So I just don't think the appeal system works. That needs a drastic overhaul ASAP.
Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted.
Corey explains that after the appeal was rejected, he talked to his YouTube rep who speculated as to why they decided to enforce the age restriction, and he highlighted a potential problem with the ending of the game that was in his video. So Corey then went to other videos to try and find that exact same part, and he found it in one of Markiplier's videos, which wasn't age restricted, yet had the exact same content that Corey's did. So he was left confused. Why is Markiplier's video okay, but his isn't? Now I want to immediately squash the argument I know a few people will make that Corey Kenshin might not be as advertiser friendly as Markiplier, which is why Markiplier is being favored by YouTube here. That just doesn't work, because Markiplier still says bad words. He'll say fuck and shit and damn, you know, he'll squeeze in some naughty words. Corey Kenshin is squeaky clean. He doesn't say any naughty words. He even censors bad words in the games that he plays in the videos. He is the more advertiser-friendly creator. So it's not just YouTube playing favorites for whoever's more advertiser and brand-friendly. It's not the case, because if it was, Corey would be the winner there. So it definitely has to be something else at play for why they demonetized Corey and not Mark. Now, if you've been around my channel for a while, you might remember I went through an almost identical situation a couple years ago. I made a video on a fake
Yeah, like YouTube
road rage incident and got an entire strike for it from YouTube.
Like the you know, the executives, they have like this self-loathing situation where they just like to see the site, you know, suffer.
A policy guideline strike from YouTube for it. And I found that exact same clip that I was talking about in one of Markiplier's videos that wasn't age restricted, demonetized, or anything. I was so angry. I was wiggling in rage. I was so upset. I couldn't sit still in my chair. So I made this video talking about it, and then I made a big stink on Twitter. And Markiplier actually came to my rescue, like a fucking hero of justice, a symbol, like Batman. He came in and said, fair is fair, where is my strike, YouTube? And YouTube responded, not by getting rid of my strike, but by striking Markiplier's video as well. So now both of us ended up with a strike, and Markiplier made a video talking about that, and eventually YouTube decided to rescind both strikes, saying that it was an overreaction to things and it was a mistake on their part. But obviously you can see the problem here. They're not enforcing their rules equally across the platform, and they're just not enforcing them properly at all. There was no reason that video should have ever resulted in a strike by any stretch of imagination. I can understand the algorithm having a bit of a oopsie, a little boo-boo there, and mistaking a fake comical road rage for a real incident, but the appeal process is supposed to come in there where a human being looks at it, and within 3 seconds should be like, oh, this is clearly a joke. But that never happened because I don't believe humans actually review the content. I'm getting sidetracked. Point is, the rules aren't enforced appropriately or equally. So kind of similar situation, but not exactly the same as what Corey's been going through with YouTube here. However, I do find it interesting that Markiplier is present in both of these cases. I feel so bad for Markiplier. He's done nothing wrong. He just keeps getting dragged into these.
Yeah, bro, he's like the point of reference in these, because he's like YouTube's golden boy, and come on, YouTube.
Disputes here with YouTube.
So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? They came back, and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal. I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video, and they used that to verify my innocence.
After being confronted with evidence, the policy team folds and gets rid of the age restriction on Corey's video, but he decides to press forward by trying to get an explanation for why it was okay for Markiplier and not okay for him. Why isn't it the same ruling, and why is it only now, after being confronted, that they decide to get rid of the age restriction after already denying his appeal?
You could try building your credit with Cheddar Boy 24.
513 easy steps. Don't.
So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video. I say, no way did they do that. I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted.
Yeah, it's pure pandemonium and chaos at the YouTube policy headquarters now. They re-age restricted Corey's video and then slapped Markiplier with an age restriction as well. So they panicked, clearly. After being confronted and after Corey's email, as well as the phone call he had with the YouTube rep, they obviously caught wind of what was happening. Corey Kenshin was wondering why he was being unfairly treated by the YouTube policy team. No one else got age restrictions, it was just him. So he pressed further, pressed harder, and the policy team reacted by bringing back the age restriction to him and Markiplier. So it's like, hey, no, look, everything's good now. Now everything's even, right? We enforce this equally across the creators. So we're good here, right? No, obviously. Corey is rightfully upset. He was treated unfairly. And since YouTube is so unbelievably shit at giving clear answers to anything, Corey can only speculate as to what happened here. And he draws the potential conclusion that maybe someone or some members of the YouTube policy team are racist. Maybe they targeted Corey because of the color of his skin. And it's not a far-fetched thing to think either. In fact, Ludwig, when he interviewed Susan, and Ludwig also made a mogul mail talking about this exact video I'm talking about and brought up some great points, the strongest one being is there are human beings on that policy team, and there are sometimes biases with members of those teams. You know, they're human beings and some of them are going to have biases. And there is the potential that someone there is sexist or racist. And Ludwig brings up good points about that. For example, his girlfriend's podcast gets demonetized way more than his does.
Same thing with Twitch, dude. I don't know what these like streaming like platforms are on. For goodness
And
sake.
so he brings that up. Susan, the CEO, denies that it's a possibility, but it is a real possibility. And Corey is absolutely right in thinking that it could be a real possibility that someone on that policy team that has the decision-making power might be racist. Why was Corey the only one getting age restricted? And Corey also brings up another great point, which is every time Corey comes back, Corey takes hiatuses in between his content creation. Sometimes he'll be gone for like 4 or 5 months, and he'll come back and explode. He'll get
Bro, it's like ridiculous at this
#1 trending like every single day for 3 weeks straight, and then every time, like clockwork, he's hit with some kind of YouTube controversy. Last time it was getting a strike due to something from like a 4-year-old video, 3-year-old video or something like that out of nowhere, and it's only when Corey comes back and starts getting popular again do they do something like this with age restriction or a strike or something like that. But in the breaks he takes, like the 5 months, the 9 months that he's not on YouTube, he never has problems. They don't strike anything, they don't, age restrict anything. It's only when he's back being popular that this kind of issue arises, and it's always over nothing. Like I said, Corey is probably one of the most advertiser brand-friendly content creators there is in the gaming space. He doesn't say bad words or anything bad. He even censors that kind of shit in the content of his video, like from the games he plays. So he goes the extra mile to be as brand friendly and advertiser friendly and family friendly as you can be. So it can't be an issue of him just being, too hardcore for YouTube to support. That's just not the case. It has to be something else. Something maybe going wrong with the algorithm, or potentially actual racism at the YouTube policy team. It's not impossible. Of course, there's no concrete evidence that there's any racists on the policy team, but since YouTube can't communicate these decisions, all you can do is guess as to the reason why things happen. Why was Corey the only one getting age restricted? We don't know. His YouTube representative doesn't fully know. The only ones that do are the policy team, and they don't communicate. So all you can do is take your best guess. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this situation, and that's about it. So yeah.
What timeline are we living in YouTube, dude? Like, we got Deaf Noodles acting unhinged. Sorry about that. And we got YouTube acting up, dude. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's gonna be an interesting year so far. Like, it kind of seems like YouTube just keeps on, like, repeating its own mistakes. Like, you think it'll get better, but then they do something stupid. But, I'm kind of glad that we're all speaking about this because, like I said, there was going to be a breaking point where we're going to get tired of, like, the way YouTube is handling things because, like, oh, man, it's so stupid. But, wow, we're almost at 4 hours of streaming. This might be my longest stream yet. But, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in today's, stream. I know it was a bit more of a serious one as it was dealing with like a lot of things. But this is currently what's going on in YouTube, whether we like it or not. I think it's really important just to address. And no, I'm not gonna be like L3 and just make this huge rant that he likes to go on. It's just something, for overall creators and like the ones that are affected by it as well. Like we're done. Like enough is enough, basically. Because I kind of faced this. I always had this feeling like I've kind of always been limited because I would spend like so much hours on YouTube. Like I would always learn new skills, but it just feels like I can't grow, and it's just like this weird feeling like like the Shadow League is doing something, the Shadow League in YouTube. But I'm kind of happy this is all just Well, I think, that's it for the most part. I really appreciate you guys for like tuning in. But you guys have no idea, like for real. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night.